10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
A look at what in my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers right now.
We need you to think that you're going to be playing against. So they want to.
I'm a little bit worried about tomorrow's game. I saw a stat online.
Sergio
He's going to play up and down. We only have two men, 9
I know people have gone on about if we lose the cup, it could be a bit of a situation. I hope to God it
Sergio
doesn't.
Productions.
Welcome to the Blue Lounge. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are all staying warm, being good, having a nice evening. I hope you guys are all doing well. Apologies for streaming at 8 when I said I'll be streaming at 7, but I've had a really bad day. I had a good day yesterday with the family, but I've had a bad day today. So I'm going to share it with you. I had a car accident. Yeah, I had a car accident this morning, and I totaled my car. My limited edition BMW is now in the scrap heap. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm safe and sound. I was in my car, and the other car, they're safe and sound. So from that part, everything is good. It's a financial issue rather than a health issue, and to be honest, I'm glad everybody is safe and good. So we move, but it delayed me. It delayed my schedule for today, and I wasn't able to do a lot of things that I had planned. So I'm literally going to be catching up with you guys on stream in regards to the Chelsea news and developments for this game against Brentford. But hopefully we'll be able to cover all the aspects and catch up on all the news together on the stream. Everyone who's here, thank you for joining. Big up to you. I see Sharmark in the chat. Big up to you. Luke Mudway in the chat. Big up to you, Sharmark. Thank you for your concern. I'm good. We move. It is what it is. It's one of those things that happens, and it's as long as it's in the material things, they can be replaced. Your health is the main thing, and everyone concerned is in good health. So that is the most important thing. So thank you for your message, Sharmark. Today I have with me Alex, Redneck, Boogeyman, and MDT. Alex, how are you? How you doing?
Good. How are you? You the ones.
Good. Not too bad.
You the one with yeah.
Go on.
Good. Really confused by Tuchel's press conference. Even I was confused before listening to it. I was even more confused after listening to it.
Don't give me the spoilers. I literally haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen it. I've not been able to see it, so we will watch it together and we'll get confused together because I've read a few things and I'm baffled. I'm wondering how we're gonna do this preview because I'm concerned. So we'll get into that. Boogeyman, how are you? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, Mo. I'm good. I should be asking you, how are you?
I'm good. Like I said, material things can be replaced. Health is the most important thing, and praise be to God. I'm okay. So we move.
Good, that's good.
Thank you.
We've talked so much about COVID and all those things, forgetting there's other stuff.
There's other stuff out there that's just as dangerous.
Rocking our life every day, every second. I'm happy
True.
to be here, and I'm happy you also sound healthy. So
Thank you.
let's give
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you guys.
Brew
It's a
Lounge.
pleasure.
How do you call this? Brew Lounge.
Familia.
Familia. What they
Yeah.
come here for that.
Big up, big up. No, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you guys on. MDT, how are you, my brother?
I'm good. Mo, thank you for having us. I'm glad you're okay and everyone is okay. And I'm glad it's not all Boogeyman, because I was worried it might be Boogeyman that was involved, but that's not the case.
No. No, Boogeyman is.
What is the boogeyman has to do with that?
Yeah, Boogeyman is one of those. I'm not sure what's the
Bad
word.
drivers?
No. He's the hanger that we hang all of our problems on. So whenever we have a problem, Boogeyman,
Yeah.
Boogeyman. So no,
Exactly.
this time Boogeyman had nothing to do with it. So
I can prove it with my
Well,
passport. I was not in the UK.
he wasn't in the UK. He
I
was not-
apologize, Boogeyman. You don't need a passport. You're a Skywalker.
All right, listen, guys. Today we will be discussing the press conferences first. Does anyone have a link to the Brentford press conference? Because I could have. I mean, I found bits and bobs, but I'm trying to find one. I mean,
I couldn't see the video. I only saw the how you say it, quotes. I didn't see the video.
Yeah,
I'll send you the video. I'll send you the video now.
Send me the link for the Brentford managers press conference. I'll put Tuchel's on, so we'll watch Tuchel's press conference first.
I'm gonna go to the hospital real quick, and I'll be back since you're gonna watch it. I already watched it, so I will not be spoiled. I'll be back, and I'll try to get in as soon as I can get in. As soon as I get back.
Sounds good, Alex.
All
We'll
right,
see you on
I'll
the other
see you
side.
guys.
Take care, brother. Take care. All right, so Tuchel's press conference, I've got it here. I'll be putting that on. So we'll watch the Tuchel's press conference, and then we'll jump on to the Brentford managers press conference after that. Because we need to catch up on this. I mean, especially me, I need to catch up on this. So this is the one. Share. Make it bigger. Alright, let's go. Let's watch this. Audio on.
For the Brentford game, any players back? Any positions you're worse or better? And most important,
Oh, Eric Blue, welcome. Welcome. I just seen you in the bottom there. Eric Blue, welcome to the stream.
are your players okay? The ones that got it.
The players are okay. It's the most important, and they're of course not back because they cannot be back. It's they have to be out for 10 days before they can be released. So this is the problem. This is the concern we have, because and then they are out and they had COVID, and then we don't really know if they can play or not, if it's risky to play them or not. But first of all, they're 10 days out. It's not like having like little injuries or like a little concern and you're out for one match. They are out for 10 days, and in our schedule this can be more matches. So nobody's back from there except for Jorginho, because he had a negative test, so it was a wrong positive obviously, and he is back in training. Andreas Christensen is very doubtful for injury, and same for Trevor Chalobah.
You were pretty upset before the Wolves game when you spoke to the cameras and you reiterated your thoughts afterwards. Given that the Premier League have decided not to have a fire break, how are you feeling? What's your reaction to that news?
Not big. I thought that this was coming. I was not concerned about the bigger picture. I mean, we have a schedule. We even play the World Cup, so I can understand that it's not easy to postpone games. But for isolated situations like ours in the last match, we had our concerns, and we thought we had a strong case. So I shared my thoughts with everybody, and we accept the situation. We accepted the challenge when we arrived at Wolverhampton with 14 players, and out of these 14 players, with a lot of them we took a huge risk, and in general we did not feel fully safe, nobody who was involved in the trip. But apart from that, we accepted the challenge, and we will accept the next challenges. It will not get easier because okay, these guys are out, but that's more or less it.
Just for clarity, were you in favour of just postponing a round of fixtures then?
I don't even know if it would help, and I don't wanna give anybody the impression that I have a solution. I don't have a solution. I don't have a solution for the league, and in general, it was like my thoughts and my speech was particularly for the last 2 days around the Wolverhampton game and coming to the Wolverhampton game. That was my concern. It's of course the same concern because, like I said, the guys are still out and they are not too bad, and from there we go on.
Just finally for me then, 3 games obviously in 8 days. How challenging is this period for you as a manager? You probably never really faced anything quite like it, have you, in your career?
Not on Christmas and not between Christmas and New Year, but this is actually quite exciting. I watched it when I was not involved. I watched it during Christmas and New Year, the Premier League. So now I'm in the middle of it. Actually, I like it, and it's nothing new to play 3 matches in a week. To play 3 matches in a week without 9 or 10 players, that is challenging the situation itself. We would love to be involved in all these competitions, and love to have the challenge with everybody. This is not the case. And so we struggle a little bit and need to find solution. That's why we're here. We wanted to give insight into our thoughts, and when we arrived for the Wolverhampton game, we did this. But we made very clear also before the match that we will fight for the best result, and we will not make any excuses. It was just a situation, and this will maybe be the situation for many weeks, because it will not stop when the players come out. Maybe it will happen to other players, to other clubs. So to continue will maybe not change the situation.
James, Talk Sport. Thomas, could you give us some indication on what type of side you're looking to pick tomorrow? Because we understand a number of under 23 players and academy players have been training with the first team this week.
This week sounds like it's a whole week that we can prepare. Let's say they train with us yesterday and today. That's maybe gives a better explanation about the situation. Yeah, we made them come for 2 training sessions because it's necessary. When we made them come, we detected that Luis Baker is positive for COVID, so another player out. So we take also the risk to bring players in from the academy who have it, and you take another risk. But I mean, how shall I put it? Maybe it's the best to put it in an example. What we did with N'Golo Kante, 90 minutes, was close to be irresponsible. To let him play for 90 minutes against Wolverhampton. Will he be involved in the squad now against Brentford? No, simply no. Would it be possible if it was like the last game of the season? Yes, but it's not. We cannot do this, and I will not do it. We will now give him time to recover and prepare him for the Aston Villa match. And this is the situation, you know, to have a team with 13 or 14 players for 1 match. This is a problem, but it's not the big problem. We can do it and we can fight. But from the match, we have Trevor Chalobah injured. We have him in big doubts. We have N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovačić involved, which was taking huge risk. And now we're paying for this. So they cannot just simply start with 3 matches or 5 matches in 2 weeks, or with 3 matches in 1 week. It's simply impossible. So the problem will increase and the situation will increase, and we cannot let players suffer because other players are not there. It's simply impossible. We have to protect our players and protect the health, and that's why we brought in the academy. Is no secret, and we think about playing with them.
Is there a frustration that you have reached the quarterfinals of a competition and you simply cannot prioritise that now? You need to look at managing your squad for the games coming up over the next 2 weeks.
Yes, because we are so competitive. That's why we work here, and we are competitive. That's why they are so competitive, the players. That's why they signed for Chelsea. That's what made them Chelsea players. So we are fighting for every competition, and I absolutely don't like judging the importance of games, because you can never tell what it does to you. And there's nothing more important than winning, and nothing more important than performing together and good performances and fighting the fights together. This is totally against our nature, but maybe we are forced to do it, and this makes me sad, because this is not what sport is about, and this is not what we are all about. But it can happen tomorrow that we prioritize the health, not the game against Aston Villa, but the health, and that we prioritize the health and do not take any risk for some of our players.
Just finally from me, Thomas, is there disappointment that the Premier League clubs have decided to continue with the season ahead of the meeting with the managers and the captains, which has been moved back?
No, I would not say a disappointment, because it would be, I think it would be too easy. I don't have a solution for the whole league. I don't have a solution for the schedule with UEFA, with FIFA, with World Cup, with whatever is coming, with Nations League after the season. I don't know, maybe it would have just delayed the problem. And I think nobody could be sure that if we delay it now, or if we make a pause now for 10 days, that we don't have the same problem in 3 weeks again. I think there are some clubs who suffer a lot. We suffer very much in the moment. That's why it would have maybe been better for us to have a short break and to bring a squad together. Maybe then we would have played against another team who suffers in the very next moment. So I don't have a solution. That's why I do also not have a clear opinion what's best to do for everybody, because we are not alone in Premier League. And this is what we are very aware of. But like I said before, we are just disappointed that we don't have the players to fulfill our goals and to play on the highest level competitive football.
Nick Pure.
Hi Thomas. In a way, are you the victims of the strength of your squad? Because if you hadn't had such a strong squad, I know obviously like you're saying, there are a number of players there you had to play that you took a risk on at the weekend, but if your squad wasn't as strong as if you didn't have the depth that you did, that match might not have taken place in the first.
You think? I would be very surprised if Premier League takes a judgment on the quality of players that are available. That would surprise me a lot, because that is simply not their job. We have a squad. Our squad is a very strong squad, but it's not the biggest squad. And when we miss 9 players, we have a problem. It's as easy as that. And you saw it. We had 14 players with us. That tells the story.
Okay, last question in the broadcast section.
And full credit to all of the guys who were involved. And I'm absolutely happy and how we played and how we grew into the match. Given the circumstances, I did not expect us the very best first half in the world. So we did not. Obviously, we had our problems, but the way we grew into it and we reacted, I can just say that I'm absolutely happy, and it shows me that our players have the heart and at the right place and the attitude right, and this is what's it all about. But like I said, you can handle these situations for once, but the problem is still there. They're out for 10 days. So in these 10 days we have 3 matches. So it will catch us at some point. It will catch us, and it will backfire on us. It's a given, even if we try hard not to accept, and we will keep on try hard not to accept it, and we will fight against all odds, and this is what we will do tomorrow.
Hi Thomas, thanks for your time. How much of a chance is there that this sort of press conference is a waste of time and this match doesn't go ahead because you called it a lottery? You called it a lottery every day, you know, when you wake up and
yeah, it is.
when you get the COVID test. How much is there a chance it's a waste of time, or will you just do this match with academy players if you have to?
Good question. Good question. You know, when I called it a lottery, it's like this. I mean, we do right now every day, we do flow tests, we do PCR tests, and every day it can happen that the door, and then you're only allowed to be in the building. So this is the first lottery. You go to work, but you don't know if you can actually make it to your office, which is good because then it's safe, at least for this day, and the next day you get tested again. But if you test so much, you always have the risk that you find a positive, and another positive can really make things worse than they already are. Like we planned now a squad and had some plans with Luis Baker from the academy, and now he's positive, so we can start from scratch, and this is what we do right now. The players will arrive in the next hour because we delayed the training to the late afternoon, and then I can tell you more. Right now we prepare for the match to be played, but even to plan training is pretty exciting, because until the very last hour you don't know how many players arrive.
Okay, that's the end of the broadcast section.
Wow. That is the first time I've seen that press conference today. I've not watched it. This is the first time I've watched it. There's a lot to take in. Welcome to Eric Blue, Max Burton, and Bobby. Welcome guys. Welcome to the stream. How you all doing?
Very good.
Yeah.
Good. Right, guys.
Welcome. All right, guys. We will be watching the Brentford press conference in a little bit, because to get a full understanding of what to expect tomorrow, we'll need to look at both sides, because this is not one of those matches where we are coming into it on a particular run, particular form, particular lineup, because literally we haven't got a clue who will be playing tomorrow. We don't have a clue. There are a few positions that we can probably guess, and we will attempt, by the way, we will attempt a lineup. We will attempt to give you a predicted lineup. It's going to be, a lottery in regards to who could be in that. But we will attempt it. I want to attempt it. I want to, give that a go as well. But we understand that a lot of players have come in to train over the past couple of days. Today, yesterday, and I'm guessing another training session went ahead after that press conference. Lewis Baker came in, tested positive. Therefore, there may be more positive tests in the camp tomorrow, and that's what was being alluded to towards the end of the press conference. Intriguing. I want to get a couple of minutes of each one of my panelists to get their thoughts, and then we'll go on to the Brentford press conference. The key element I want you guys to address is, should Chelsea attempt to win this, or should we just take a stab at it and hope for the best and just play a full youth team, or should we try to insert a few first team players in there? I'm going to start with Boogeyman. Yeah, I'll start with Boogeyman. Boogeyman, let me hear your thoughts on this, mate.
Hey, it's simple for me. We are in crisis. We have the COVID ban. So for me, it is clear we just ignore or sacrifice this cup. And when I say sacrifice, I don't mean don't go there with motivation. We go there with motivation, but while thinking about the Aston Villa game. So whoever we think can play this game and will not be part of the Aston Villa game, I wouldn't mind them being playing tomorrow. So directly, that means we need to put most, at least 80% of the team has to come from the youth rank. And I don't want Thiago Silva on that field tomorrow. I don't want Rudiger on that field tomorrow, and I don't think I want Jorginho on that field tomorrow. So the other thing I would not like to see Tuchel doing is trying to use Pulisic as a wing back, or trying to use move someone from out of position just because he needs someone to play. I mean, if he has to do it, he can do whatever he wants, but I will not be supporting it. I will criticize him tomorrow if he does anything like that, because for me, tomorrow's game is just one of those.
Let me ask you this, Boogie. The Aston Villa game is crucial.
Yeah,
We've got Aston Villa, then Brighton. Aston Villa, then Brighton after this game. Now, for Brighton, a lot of the players who tested positive will be available to play that game. In regards to isolation protocol, whether or not they'll be fit, that's a different question. But they will be available to play. So, he probably utilized one or two of them. So, would it make sense to not play anyone and rest all of the currently fit first team players and just rely on them in the game against Aston Villa? And against Aston Villa, we can mix and match first team players with some of the youth players that will be playing tomorrow. Would you put out a full youth squad tomorrow if you have the ability? Would you do that tomorrow? The reason why I'm asking this is, Boogie, if you say yes, then I'm going to assume that you don't care whether or not we're gonna win this game. And that's the point I'm trying to make. How valuable is this to you?
My issue with tomorrow game is I don't want our youth to go there and be demolished completely. I don't want them to, because this is a Premier League game. That's a man game. I think I'm quoting someone. This is a man game. It's not. They're not going to be able to handle physically a team like Brentford if we put all youth out. I would like to see Barkley in that team. I would like to see Azpilicueta in that team. I like to see Malangsa in that team. But other than those people, I want the youth to be around them. And whatever system or whatever modification, not system, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same system because the youth are playing the same 3-4-3. But whatever way we have to double them so they can keep themselves in the game till the 70, 80 something minutes before taking risk. We just have to do it. And as long as they don't get demolished, it doesn't bother me at all. And the other side of the coin is we can protect these first team players and then arrive at Aston Villa, they're all positive. Then what? Then I just don't know why we save them.
Yeah, Tuchel talked about it, and this is why I have so much respect for Tuchel, because he didn't play the game. He doesn't play the game that Klopp plays, Pep plays, and the game is to deflect, to try to play the victim role or the victim card. Tuchel said, if we were to have a break now, a couple of weeks, it would benefit us because right now we have a lot of players out with this COVID thing. But who says in a couple of weeks when we come back, another team is not in that same situation? Therefore, you can't really do something that's going to be fair for everyone. Therefore, whatever is decided, I'm okay with, and that is something other managers will not say because all they care about is what is beneficial for their club, their team. While Tuchel is just trying to be, it is what it is. If this happens, it happens.
It's not like the other manager would not say. Actually, they say that we have a full team, but that we still have our best team. Club say that for some reason he think the Chelsea team right now we are full strength. He say we have our best 11 playing right now. So it's just crazy. It's crazy, man. So we are on our own, and Tuchel need to just take risk and whatever. If it paid off or not, we just have to accept it, man.
Couch critic, if this is meant to be for me, I haven't seen any of the comments. Literally, I've not read any of them. So if it's meant to be for Boogie Man, then Boogie. Okay, Boogie. I thought it was for me. Boogie, you've been.
Yeah. Man against boy comment. That's from him.
Okay, all right. Big up to Couch. Couch, I hope everything is good with the family. If you're able to come back on, we'll look forward to it. All right, let's go to MDT. MDT, my brother. Tomorrow, the situation is up in the air, man. Give me your thoughts.
Okay, Bobby? How are you doing? Eric and Max, I hope everything is okay. Everyone is keeping safe and families are okay.
Yes, I'm doing good.
COVID-free. COVID-free. My last day of isolation was today, so I was out shopping.
Yeah. I know. I mean, for me, the most unfortunate thing is certain players, it's like they're not meant to play for Chelsea. Lewis Baker, imagine, of all players. This is so unfortunate. It's unbelievable.
Poor kid.
And you have Tariq as well, Tariq Akwe as well, the same situation. He might be injured. You have certain players like Charlie Musonda's injured. So this was a chance for them to even one last chance to play for Chelsea, And that's the sad part of this. But as far as I'm concerned, the team, I think you will have like 3, 4, or 5 senior players. That's just to calm the young players, to guide them, and it will be mostly young players. And I believe if he does that, the young players will handle themselves pretty well. It's just that I just hope Aspi don't go and ask Tuchel what to do instead of being the coach if he plays. Instead of being one of the elders on the pitch, I don't want him to start asking like he's confused, rather than taking a leadership role on the pitch and help the young ones. If we play mixture of few professional like Aspi, have Malansar or whatever, I think we should be okay. We might not win it, but we might be okay. We might take them to penalty. We hope Kepa does his magic, things like that. So I'm not expecting much. All I want is just the young players to take this opportunity to showcase themselves for maybe January loan or something else, whoever. If they want to fight for the first team squad, for them to show something to Tuchel, said, you know what, you can rely on me. I can train with the first team and things like that. And Barkley as well, to take the chance. I know Saul will play, for them to step up, to say, you know what, I'm a senior pro. I've played for England. I've played for Spain. Let me just help these young lads up. For me, that's what I'm hoping for. Other than that, I'm not expecting anything. And I cannot blame Tuchel. Tuchel is very honest. He's too honest. And he's very honest. This is the thing. People are here. Klopp is a liar. So when Klopp and whatever they're speaking, just take it. The media love to laugh with it, because the media, people like liars. They don't like truthful people. So that's the way life goes, because the soundbite, when somebody is lying with soundbite, is better. So look at politicians. Why do you think people like them? They have cult following because they lie a lot. So I don't expect that. I don't expect anything more from Klopp or any other manager that are playing that game. But Tuchel sometimes I think is too honest. Sometimes I think keep your card close to your chest, because you give too much away. Because right now, if somebody's listening, sometimes that's why people can easily, they don't predict our team, but they can tell the key players are going to play. Because when they ask him, he'll be like, yeah, he's fit. Yeah, he'll be in the squad. Yeah, he's okay. Mourinho never used to do that. Pep doesn't do that. Even Klopp doesn't. He will say, he will beat around the bush. Sometimes I just want him to hold a little bit close to the chest. Just a little bit, But he's a great guy. So I have no worries. Tomorrow we move, we see what happens.
Yeah, spot on. I think Barkley, Saw, Kepa. Is there a case for Benatelli to start tomorrow? MDT, what do you think?
Oh no. We need if there's a chance there's a penalty shootout. We don't need Benatelli. Benatelli can warm the bench and be happy there, and we like him to be at Chelsea. We hope he's doing very well. But this game is for Kepa because Kepa is only playing the cup games, isn't it? If you reduce his cup,
you need him to get a bit of game time, especially with Mendy going. So it'll make sense to get him warmed up for January. Yeah.
And also for the summer, if we decide to sell him, him playing well, that's very good for us. So he has to play.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. I concur. All right, I've got a super chat here. Boogeyman, what's your address to send you a Christmas card? Listen, people nowadays, they send them digitally. So send it to me and I will pass it on to you. Digital Christmas card. And actually, if you're going to send one, send it to the Blue Lounge because, we all celebrate Christmas. It's a new year, everyone's going to celebrate it. So send it to the Blue Lounge. Why Boogeyman? What has Boogeyman done for you? Come on,
send it to Blue Lounge.
You can send it to the North Pole. Santa will deliver it.
He will. All right, Gabriel, thank you for the super chat, mate. Much appreciated. All right, let's go to Eric Blue. Eric Blue.
Yes.
Give me your take on the game tomorrow, mate. And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me again. I agree with what everyone has said so far. I think just going off what MDT was saying, Klopp is someone who contradicts himself all the time. He says something and then he says something else and then it goes back to what he said. So I don't really take much of what he says seriously. And I think if you do, you would get upset with him very easily. He's the kind of, I think he's a perfect fit for Liverpool, as a club. And just the way the city is in general, he really fits with the way they do things. If Klopp was a Chelsea manager, I don't think it would work out the way he is. I can't say, because I know after the match, I don't remember who they played. The last match they had, he was talking about our injury issues, and then all of a sudden he says we have I don't know exactly what the case were, but
Eric, did you just decide to go underneath water or something? Because I really can't hear you, man.
Oh, you can't?
Now we can. All right, he's hit out of the water. Okay. Now. All right, here we go.
I think my my mic might have been too low. I'm not sure. Okay, so Klopp is someone who just he contradicts himself all the time, and but I think I agree with what MDC said. Tuchel sometimes he's not he's too honest, he's too open. He doesn't keep things to his chest like he could. But I think he, like MDC was saying, I think he made it clear that we won't be able to compete maybe the way we would like to in this game. So I'm expecting to see a lot of youth players, maybe 6 or 7. I think people like Kepa, Azpilicueta, Sa, maybe Havertz and Werner might start. But I think the rest of them will be youth players. And
hang on. Go back a little bit. Havertz and Werner starting tomorrow?
I think Havertz might start. I'm not sure what the situation is.
COVID.
Okay. So he won't. I'm thinking about Kovačić. I'm not sure he was out for 10 days. Honestly, I don't know if
he was.
Maybe
I'm wrong.
Was it 10 days?
He was.
Okay. Look, whatever. So the point is, I expect a lot of youth players to be involved, which is exciting because I don't really watch too many of the youth matches, so we'll get to see lots of new faces. And like Boogeyman said, we should put a team out that will at least compete, because I expect Brentford to rest players as well. So that's what I'm expecting to see, man.
All right, sweet. I'm trying to remember who came in next. Was it Eric? Sorry, was it Bobby or was it Max? I can't remember who came in.
I think it was Max.
Max? All right, let's go to Max. Max Burton. Tomorrow is a tricky one, Max. How do you see it? What's your take?
My take's kind of different from you guys, actually.
Sorry, Max. it's good to have you back, and I'm glad you've made a fast and good, quick recovery from the pandemic virus. So
it's just a common cold, isn't it? Basically, but
it's Omicron.
It's contagious, but it's not bad. I know a lot of people who've had it, and no one's been hospitalised. I think that. Anyway, that's one. I'm not here to talk about medical stuff. I'm here to talk about football. Right. Anyway, so for me, I take a different view. I don't think we're that badly. I don't think we're going to play as many youngsters as everyone's predicting. I think at the most he's going to give a debut to about three youngsters. Because when you think about it, we've got Kepa. Azpilicueta hasn't played that many games, so he'll play tomorrow, and he's the captain. Kova I think this is a good game for Kova to come back after his injury, and it's like a run out for him because obviously, what better way to have a run out than in a cup game to get his legs going again. He played a half, so he's kind of getting himself back into things. Jorginho is probably going to play because obviously he said Jorginho wasn't COVID; he had a slight injury, so Jorginho will be back, and he's rested now. Ross Barkley will probably come in and play. Malang Sarr and Christensen if he comes back from injury. So you're looking at 7 players. I haven't even mentioned Saul, so Saul may have a game. So I don't think he's going to play all the youngsters. I think if he comes in with 5 or 6 youngsters and we lose badly, it's going to be damaging for their career. We've got to think about them as well and their career going forward. And you know what our fan base are like. They ain't going to take into account that we've got 5 youngsters playing. They'll be slagging off these youngsters, saying they're not good enough for the club or whatever. The youngsters will look at it on social media and.
What you're saying is what I would do if I wanted to continue in this competition.
But why wouldn't we want to? Every competition we're in, I want to win it.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, so you're saying that Tuchel is going to continue in this competition. He's going to want.
Yeah, we're not going to throw it. We're not going to throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, we if we're in it, and that mentality, any competition you're in, you got to go to win it. We can't just say, okay, the odds are against us. Let's give up. Because that don't show the right message. For me, I don't care if it's a Simod Cup back in the day, full Members Cup, anything we're in. I want us to give our all, give our 100% to try and win it. And if we win this competition, as when Jose Mourinho was here, remember he didn't take this competition lightly. He said because the fact that we went on to win the league was because he turned these guys into winners. Yeah, by winning something. Yeah, exactly. So, and if these younger players, what he can, Thomas Tuchel can give a team talk to these youngsters, and he can say, you know what, go and prove that you're worthy of a place in the cup. If we win, I may reward you in the semi-finals as well. Yeah. So this is a good platform for them to go out and show their talents. Harvey Vale probably deserves it. I'm surprised he wasn't called up before into the bubble to play for No, he is now. But I'm saying before, when we were having this injury, this problem, because he was on the bench, I think, for a Champions League game. He should have been there. Justin Bell, and we've got another striker. I can't remember the guy's name. We've got 2 strikers who are training with the first team at the moment. So I just think that I just think that with that three debuts to the youngsters, and the rest are the fringe players in the first team, and. Going on to what you guys have said, we remember a lot of these players are going to be back for the Villa game because when you think on Thursday was when they couldn't play, which was the 16th, okay, and they probably were diagnosed positive before the 16th. We play Aston Villa on the 26th, so we'll be having the likes of Lukaku back, Werner back, all the other guys. So those guys are going to be coming back. If we don't have a negative, they don't have a negative test. I forgot to mention Pulisic as well. Pulisic plays on the left for me. Again, he's a guy who hasn't played a lot of games anyway. So a lot of these guys who are there, you can't be blaming fatigue or whatever because these guys haven't really been in the first team a lot. Pulisic has been injured a lot this season. So these guys, I think it'd be good for them to get more for a run out because, as I said, their games have been sparse at the moment, so they can't be complaining about being fatigued or whatever. So I just think, I think, as I said, this is a competition. We just need to give it our all. If we don't win it, we know the reasons why, but still take it seriously.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, that's how I would want to approach it. I mean, I can understand if if people want to approach it in a different way, but that's how I would want to approach it. Give it the best shot, and it's a tournament that I think has been one of the main factors for the success of Man City, because they've always
exactly.
given it a lot of importance, and because it also it's a title that you win, midway through the season. It gives you a boost towards the latter part of the season. Yeah, so no, I can see that. All right, Bobby, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the panel. What's your take on tomorrow's game, mate?
Hi guys.
Hi.
I have a sort of broader view of all of this and some questions.
Sure.
I understand what Max is saying. I kind of see that, but I doubt very much that both Kova and Jorginho will start, especially as you have 5 substitutions in this competition. They might come on for each other at a certain point, but they both won't start this game. What I find really curious here is Brentford's sudden recovery to full fitness.
Yeah.
They're supposed to have been isolating for 10 days. Their training ground is supposed to have been closed. So how are these guys now fully match fit after having been positive for whatever is very interesting to me.
They haven't played a single game in the past 10 games. 10 days, sorry. 10 days.
That's really interesting. If they are match fit, then I'll be calling out some people in this Premier League because, like Tottenham, what I saw of Tottenham against Man United, I didn't see a team with people that have been isolating and were playing their way back to fitness. But, I'll leave it at
Liverpool, right?
As I said, I'll leave it at that for now. But
Bobby, just so you know, in a couple of minutes we're gonna watch the Brentford press conference. So we're gonna take what they have to say as well on board in this debate. So it's coming.
I've seen both press conferences. I know exactly what they said. So it's going to be interesting. But that aside, I think in every adversity there is always a benefit. The adversity of the transfer ban helped the club blood so many youngsters that the rest is history now. I think this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for Tuchel, who in his under 1 year could not have had the opportunity to really look at the development squad. So he's going to be able to take a look at them, albeit for a few days, but it's a start. I think it's an opportunity for some of them to stamp their authority. I fully expect Mbayamba to play, and I'll be having my eye on him because he's a big hope for us. Should we take the competition seriously? Well, we are taking it seriously. We're playing with what we've got, and we have to be wise about what we've got in view of the next game, which is a must-win against Villa. So I just think, if we play the likes of Barkley, even Saul, certainly Azpilicueta as captain, that needs more games. There is some curious things going on with Christensen. I think you might want to discuss that in another show, but I'm getting ever increasingly unhappy with Marina Granovkaia. I don't think she's helping the club. I think there are some major issues building up there. That's why nobody seems to have signed an extended contract, and it is firmly down to her. I've started that run. I'm building up momentum, and until we get signatures, if we get to January, I'm going to let all guns blaze because I don't like what's going on. It's not helpful to the club. It's not what we need right now with this contract BS that should have been sorted out about a year ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to get into that. You can tell I'm really fuming.
No,
but Bobby, sorry, I got to come in.
Hold on, Max. Max. There's a couple of things that really don't make any sense to me. We are trying to get two of our main centre backs to sign, and there's all these leaking stories about De Ligt and Koundé and whatnot. If you want to sign or want to get these players to sign, then you don't want to be getting linked to X, Y, and Z centre back. Now, is this press talk? Is this people trying to generate clicks and whatnot? Listen, Chelsea Football Club, if they want to keep a story undercover, under wraps, they're the best at doing that. Chelsea are the best at keeping their business close to their chest. But these stories, one second, Bobby, these stories being leaked at this point in time is not helping the situation with Rudiger and with Christensen. Go on, Bobby.
Well, so the fact that they're outstanding is not helping. But you know what? Yeah. I'm not bothered who we're linked with. She can't get any deal across the line anyway. So it's all pipe dreams as far as I'm concerned. So, that's just a waste of time. Yeah. I'm beginning to fume as to what's going on with this. It's not necessary, and it's left too late to the point where the club is at a disadvantage and probably will struggle now to secure those signatures. It's not just even the defenders. There are other players that are coming up to contracts that should be sorted now, but are still hanging. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't really want to get into that this time.
Yeah, we'll discuss it in due course. Max, you wanted to add something?
No, I just wanted to take that. First of all, just to come back with Bobby on a couple of things. First of all, Mbayamba is not training with the first team, so you won't be seeing him tomorrow. And the second thing is, ultimately it's Roman Abramovich who makes the final decision on everything with regards to contracts and everything else. So continually taking out your frustrations on Marina and just giving Abramovich a pass, I think is unfair, because if Abramovich wanted to, he signs it off at the end of the day. I sent something to you guys in the chat, specifically to you, Bobby, where Frank Lampard has said as much that all the decision making is down to Abramovich at the end of the day. Yes, it's down to Abramovich at the end of the day.
So where did all this great negotiator come from? And all these
I'm not saying she's a great negotiator. I'm not saying that. But as far as wages go, there's a structure which obviously she'll be instructed to what the limit is to pay X amount of player. Okay, so if Abramovich wanted to keep him, he'll sign it off. That's what I'm saying. It's covered in the day.
In regards to what Frank Lampard said, I mean, I don't want to go on a tangent in regards to this. We'll address this later. But I know the interview you're referring to. I think it was the one with Neville.
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville. The thing is this. Lampard, the person who makes the decisions is Abramovich. He said that. However, the person who relays all the details and the person who he speaks to is Marina. Lampard would always be speaking to Marina. He would never be speaking to Abramovich regarding anything. He'd be speaking to Marina. The issue is this. The decision will be made by Roman. However, in business, depending on the source of the information, the person who is relaying that information, your decision will be influenced by that person. And this is why Roman himself said that he is very unhappy with the way the contract situation with Rudiger is currently gone or is going. He was very unhappy at this whole Super League thing because he wasn't aware of all the necessary details. As per reporting, true or not, I don't know. But as per reporting, Roman wasn't clued on everything that was behind this whole thing. Therefore, I believe Roman Some of the decisions that are put on him are made because of the way the information is relayed to him. Anyway, this is a debate.
No, listen, Roman Roman's a smart man. Okay, so
he's not involved in daily.
But I know. But it's this club ultimately, so he'll get involved. If he really wanted someone, he'll get involved. When we've had situations where he's been personally involved with a transfer. Remember, I think it was a Lukaku one or something. The transfer wasn't going the way he said. Look, I'm getting involved now to take over. So it's the same with a really good one. If he really wants him and things are not going, he'll get involved. Rest assured of that.
Yeah, no, he will definitely get involved at some point.
I'm not laying it on Roman this one. I'm not. He's been doing deals long before this person came. All of a sudden, deals are hard to come by. No, I'm not buying it,
guys. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the preview. We can come back to this at the end of the stream. This is the press conference for what's his name, Thomas Frank, the Brentford coach. Let me just find it. Here it is. All right, so we're gonna watch it because I wanna hear what they have to say in respect to this game before we go ahead and do our predicted lineup and discuss the game in more detail. So let's listen to this.
Bearing in mind you've had so many, how many players do you have available for your League Cup match with Chelsea? Bearing in mind you've had so many positive COVID cases.
Enough. We will put 11 players out there tomorrow, that's for sure. No, we're in a fine place. I guess there will come a few questions about the COVID situation, so I could probably start there. So Thursday last week, I asked for. We thought it was a good situation, a good thing to postpone the round. It was not that far off. 6 games were postponed. 1 last minute, which is unfair for the fans. Clearly, our opponents tomorrow, Tuchel, were quite unhappy with their game going on, so that could easily have been 7. But whatever, if you should only focus on ourselves, that helped us massively because we closed our training ground later that day on Thursday. So that meant that we had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday not on the training ground. That helped us to break the circuit of transmission of the virus. So from having 6 or 7 positive cases on that Thursday to the next testing round Saturday with lateral flow and PCR test, we only had 1 on the Saturday, 0 Monday, and 0 today. So we are definitely in a fine place going into the game on Wednesday or tomorrow. Sorry.
You were quite honest and open about wanting to cancel games over the course of the weekend because you thought that was the right thing to do. Like you've touched upon there, so many matches were already called off, both in the Premier League and the EFL. When the teams met on Monday to discuss not playing some games and trying to keep everyone safe, and the fact that decision was made that they should carry on playing games, were you surprised at that?
No, because what I suggested was, or we suggested was just 1 round. So as it happened with us, to break that circuit, that you clean the training ground, that in incubation time for the virus is 4 or 5 days. So you limit the contact between the players and staff. I think we're all interested across society, but also in football, to do things as normal as possible in these strange times. Now we experience it quite almost 2 years. So we like to carry on with the football. I think we all want to. I want to. The club wants. The players. I haven't spoke to any other club or players that I also think they want to carry on. So the better we can do that, the better it will be, I think.
We've seen in Wales that no fans will be allowed to watch games. Scotland have announced in the last hour or so that a maximum of 500 fans can go to games. Are you fearful that something might be introduced into the Premier League?
I think after what happened the last 2 years, everything can happen. So I think the one word is that we need to be able to adapt. Everyone across society, and especially in the football world. If the decision is that there is no fans, I think it's very sad. But if that's the right decision to make, then the government will make that decision. I think they have done the first step, demands corona passes, which I think is the right thing to do, and limit that. So I think that's the first step. Let's see what will happen.
And a football question: Chelsea, League Cup quarter-final. A huge opportunity for this football club. There's been so much progress made over the last few years with everything that's been happening both on and off the pitch. What type of a sort of marker is this for how much progress the club has been made? But surely for you, not just a game that you want to go and play, you want to go and win and get as far in this competition as possible.
Yeah, agree, Mark. From the beginning of this season, we wanted to progress as far as possible. We really want to see if we can go all the way. It's one game at a time. So the next game is tomorrow against the European winners. We had a fantastic game against them. I don't know, 2 months ago, or relatively lately. So we're looking forward to it. We believe we can progress. We believe we can win the game. We know it's going to be very difficult. It's already been a statement that we are in the quarterfinal for the second year in a row. We never went to the semi-final. We did that last year. Can we do that one more time? That would be, I think, a massive statement. Massive statement.
Thomas, I'll let everyone else have a go because there's lots of people wanting to have a chat with you. Thanks very much. All the best.
Thank you, Mark. Likewise.
We'll go to Phil Parry next, BBC London.
Thomas, good afternoon. Thanks for your time. So the game is on, which is absolutely fantastic, Thomas, in many respects. Considering everything that you've been through and Chelsea have been through, how strong a game will this be, though?
Hi, Phil. Good to see you. In terms of the teams they put out.
Yeah.
I can say we'll put a strong team out there. I don't know what Chelsea will do. You can say now we haven't played for 10 days, so maybe that affects the decision. I would say no. No one can prove it, of course. But my plan, and I said that, I tried to be as transparent as possible. I think we showed that against Stoke, for example, last game, we're a very strong team out there. For me, we had that run of games that was supposed to be 10 games over 5 weeks, and I would have, what my thought were when we started that run of games were to put a strong team out, change 2 players, another 2 players, through that spell of games. So you keep a little bit of rotation, but also a lot of players will play between 8-9 starts, or then a little bit of rotation. And the Chelsea game would just have been another of those very, very important games.
And obviously, as you were saying to Mark before, this is a competition that you've identified. You got to the semi-finals, got so close last season. Tough opponents that you faced with Chelsea, but the season's been very positive.
As things have changed over the past year, having a business profile with Google has been really important.
Claim you're positive this year. Last year, of course, you know how it feels to get to the last 4. There's no fear, is there, for your squad going into this game, surely?
No. I think we've proven all the games we played so far in Premier League that we can compete, and we are difficult to play against. I expect us to be very difficult to play against again tomorrow. I know we're playing against Chelsea, and we also saw the first 60 minutes of last game that yes, they let's say controlled the game more and were more on the ball, but they were not that dangerous. They scored a very good goal, but they didn't create much. And then the game changed the last 30 minutes, and hopefully we can play more of the last 30 minutes tomorrow than the first 60. But most likely it's going to be a combination of the two spells in the game. That's what I expect.
And just in regards to supporters, as again Mark was saying, that we know that there are limitations being placed in Scotland and Wales. Who knows what may happen in England? Therefore, do you expect the atmosphere to be even more special tomorrow night, maybe because supporters may be feeling that could be a last opportunity en masse for a few weeks?
try myself not to worry about too much what's going to happen in the future, and only think about what's happening now in the moment. And I hope the fans will do that as well. But I think if you do what you can to make sure the next game is the most important game in your life as a fan and as a player, then I think we get the most out of it. That's how I try to live my life. I hope they will do the same. I think a quarterfinal against Chelsea, local London derby, under the floodlight. It's Christmas, close to maybe make a little Christmas miracle. You know, what is not to like? We should go out there and attack, and I hope the fans will be right behind us.
And just finally, for me, the team obviously, I know not playing at the weekend, but as you say, can have confidence going into this game.
Yeah, definitely. We actually, I think after also been speaking about it in these press conferences, I think the last 4 games, was it Everton, Tottenham, Leeds and Watford, was very promising. I think all 4 of them we were back to that defensive, solid aggressiveness, very difficult to break down. Also, I think the Tottenham game, I know they scored some goals and had some chances, but in general, that game again were a good performance. So can we build on that? Then I think we are in a good place.
Brilliant. Best of luck. See you tomorrow, Thomas.
Thank you, Phil.
Ian Abrahams, please. Talk sport.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
I'm good, Ian. How are you?
I'm okay. Feels like we've gone right back almost to the beginning regarding this virus. And how feasible is it every year for football to gradually open up and then gradually have to go back again? And what does it have to learn if it's going to carry on? Because this virus is never going to go away. Carry on as normal.
Very difficult to predict the future, but I agree with you that looking back on the last 2 years, it seems like next winter we'll have the same issue, one way or another. Hopefully, we are experience some kind of immunity across everyone, so it can be even more normal. One thing is for sure, I loved every minute of every game we played with the fans, home and away. I think it's been a fantastic experience. It's just something special to play first and foremost at home in front of our fans, but also to play away in front of a lot of other away fans, creating a special atmosphere. So that's the bit we will miss massively if the fans were, not banned, but it was closed down because they're not allowed to come to the games. But let's see. Tomorrow we will have a full stadium, and I'm looking forward to that.
On a mental health front, just describe the mental health of your players right now in terms of whether they're happier because you've had this shutdown at your training ground, or are some of them still scared that they could go out on the field and catch it? Or, I mean, just give us an idea of not the footballing side of your players, your squad right now, but the mental side.
I think from the player perspective, and this is, really, I haven't spoken to every single one of them about this question in depth. So it's difficult to me to really nail it in terms of how they feel in terms of their mental health. But I haven't, there's not one come to me and said, Thomas, I'm a little bit insecure about this, it would be nice not to play or train. I think in general, and this is just my opinion, I think they don't fear to get the virus because they are all signs, all data shows that they are healthy young people and they're very unlikely to get very ill. And a lot of them in our squad are double vaccinated, and we put a booster clinic out Saturday. So I don't think from that perspective it's a big thing, just me in my opinion. I think it's actually a little bit more the staff, because the staff members are more from 30 to plus 60 or plus 70. And I think there's big issues there with a lot of them having families and small children and all that can affect. So I think sometimes, I know the players are the high profile ones and got paid the most money, but there's no teams without a fantastic staff behind them. And I think we need to think really, really much about the staff members, much more than the players sometimes. So I care about both players and staff, but I think sometimes we tend to focus most on the players.
A couple of football questions to end. Ivan Toney hasn't played for a while because of injury and the virus. Tomorrow's a great chance, isn't it, to get some game time into him?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a great opportunity to get a game time into a lot of players. Even that they were out running during the week where the training ground was closed, where they were running for themselves. You could just see it was only 1 week. So when we trained Monday, and of course, big focus on getting that intensity and physicality back to it. So, but all of them are just saying, "Oh, it's quite tough," and that just shows that consistency in training is important for everyone. So I think a lot of the players looking forward to play.
And last one, your league position is very healthy at the moment. I don't think you're going to go down. I don't think you're going to be involved in a relegation fight. You might differ, but that's just my point of view. Does that give you a free hit tomorrow? Because you want to get to the semi-finals again. You haven't got to worry about a promotion or relegation. You can really give it a go.
I understand that in terms of the pressure from the outside for everyone, maybe, but for us, I think we see it as a massive opportunity to go to the semi-final. And last year we did the same, and that's where we were fighting in a tough promotion battle, and in playing even more games than this year, under even more extreme circumstances than this year actually. So not a free hit, big opportunity.
Good luck, and good to see you back in action.
Thank you, Ian.
Sean Walsh, please.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
Hi Sean, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to end it there. I think we have a good idea of the Brentford mentality coming into this game, and the situation that they're in. Brentford are very positive, are very keen, are very eager on this game, for a couple of reasons. One, they've had a good rest, which can be seen in two different ways. Firstly, the fact that they've had players out, they've not really trained. They trained today for the first time apparently, but they have a strong squad to pick from. And Thomas, he said it. He's not afraid to say it. I'm going to play a strong side tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing a strong side. They believe they can beat us. And under the circumstances that we're in, that's the kind of mentality you'd expect from a team that has been rested. I want to open it up for you guys for a few minutes before we do our predicted lineup. What do you guys think? I mean, Brentford.
First of all,
are confident. Brentford are confident.
Yeah,
that's how bad the situation we're in right now. But a team like Brentford is confident and is looking forward to playing the European champions.
But did you hear what he said? Tomorrow we're playing against the champions of Europe.
That's how he is. It's not because of the way we are. How our situation. He's always confident. That's how he always sounds. It's not because we're struggling right now. But that was a very I don't know if Bobby actually watched the whole thing. That's a very long press conference.
Half an hour, half an hour. I'm like, I've heard enough. Moving on.
Sorry, I was sleeping. What happened? Is it finished? I fell asleep.
I did watch it.
Wow.
I watched them both. Yeah, I mean, part of his confidence, as anyone would be confident, is that they're facing a severely weakened Chelsea team, and that's quite clear. The only thing I take from that is there's something about young players that is dangerous. One, they're unknown, and he would, at least if it was the first team players, know what to expect. Two, they tend to be fearless. They get out there, they don't have that much to lose, and they go for it. I don't know. I mean, it's a difficult one, but he could have an upset on his hands. He really could. I don't even know that much about the development squad, so that's going to be surprise, maybe Chelsea's strength.
Yeah.
I hope we see something different going forward, especially.
Yeah. What you say, man? Because if I look at those development squad, they babies. Whatever they're trying to do on that field, did you see Brentford player? No, they're like inside it twice the Chelsea player, so it's not a joke. Like you can bounce on those guys and break your tooth. Like you can actually break your neck just like bounce on them. So, anyways, listen, we go and we play and we see what will happen, man. If this Chelsea academy want to prove a point, they just have to hang on.
Boogie, listen, before we discuss anymore, let's try to work out the team that we're going to be putting out on the pitch tomorrow. Because until we do that, because right now, there's going to be a lot of youth players in this team. But
this is where MDT comes in. MDT.
Yeah, we need
yeah.
You know.
By the way, the app doesn't have the youth players on there. So what we'll do is we will put random cards with players with the same name. We'll stick them on there, but it's gonna be just imagine.
Can you add your own players? Can you add your own player?
No. No. Because I'm using an app. Had I used my own software, I'd have put the pictures in and stuff like that. I could have done it, but it's just for one game, so it's not worth it. So we're gonna do it.
Can I add something? After listening to the Brentford coach, listen, I know what I said when you first asked me about tomorrow game, but after listening to that guy, listen, I'll put my strong team out tomorrow, at least for the first 45.
Are you scared?
We got 5 subs. So we can have some strong players on the bench.
Yeah, because the team I support, Chelsea, we don't get talk like that. We need to just go there and teach those guys a lesson and just make sure they never play any FA Cup semi-final in their life. But the way he's talking is just like,
proper. Listen, I'm going to use this word. He was proper cocky, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I felt, and I don't like feeling that way. No, I think if I was Tuchel, I'm going out with my best. Ngolo will not play for sure, so it's not the best.
No, we have to
put up something that can make them.
No, but be confident, be cocky, but it's like, I'm gonna put my best 11 out there, and I know they can't do that, so we're gonna win.
Yeah, we're gonna
really?
Win. Oh, sure, we're gonna win, and I was like, what?
No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a second string team with a bunch of youth players, and we're gonna beat them anyway.
All right, let's do this. MDT, you take the lead on this. Yeah, you take the lead on this. So, boom, here we go. So, guys, I haven't got a clue. All right, before we pick the youth players, do we all agree that Kepa will be starting?
Yeah. Actually, I think
Kepa.
I think Bettinelli would.
I doubt it.
Why, Eric?
I'll tell you why. Why I doubt it, or why he would start?
No, why is Eric so Bettinelli?
No, I was joking. I was joking.
You see. You want this guy to get as much game time before he starts to play in the Premier League when Mendy's gone. So this game is going to be a good one in that. So
no, it's Kepa. Kepa for sure.
Yeah, Kepa is the one will be starting. Now, in regards to the defenders, I think this is a safe bet. Tell me what you guys think. I think this is a safe bet. Oops, sorry, not that guy. the wrong star. We'll go again.
Don't put Benjamin Mendy in whatever you do.
No, it's this guy. Oh yeah, they got to stop doing that, man. Seriously, they're taking the mick. Man.
Did anyone see it on set? I'm not sure his commentary. Everyone else was watching, but on the commentary I was watching, Edouard Mendy cleared it. I saw it, and I heard it because Zane was. Did he just say Benjamin Mendy again?
Yes, someone on Twitter was mentioning it.
Yeah. No. I heard it. It was disgraceful. I wasn't on the after match, so I couldn't bring that up.
All right. Before we continue now, Mbayamba wasn't training with the first team. I don't think he is. I don't think he'll be starting tomorrow. What options do we have?
Say he's not training.
No,
he's not training.
I haven't seen him. He's not training.
Why is he not training?
I don't know. You have to ask the coach that. I don't coach Chelsea.
All right. Give me.
Yeah, it could be injury. It could be whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, he's had some injury problems in the past.
Listen, guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds once you get some water. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah. The only ones who've been training with us, guys.
Discuss defense options while I'm coming. Discuss defense options.
Josh Brookin. Rashia Humphreys.
No, Humphreys isn't.
Alfie Gilchrist.
Gilchrist is. Soonsop Bell is.
Soonsop Bell's an attacker.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying these are the ones who've been training with us. George McCracken, Harvey Bell, Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall's Jay Wareham, Joe Hay. Those are the ones who've been training with us.
These are all midfielders you're mentioning.
What about?
No, just one of them's a defender.
What about Lewis Baker?
Lewis Baker's got COVID.
Oh.
Okay.
Dion Rankin is a midfielder.
All right, give me some names. Give me some names.
It's a right-sided one. Jay Wareham.
So let me
Jay Wareham.
Yeah, he's going to be there. I'm going to look for somebody called Jay. Hold on. I'll put him in there.
I don't know who that is.
Jay who?
Wareham. Wareham.
And
he's a striker. He's a striker. So yeah.
So we're talking about the defense, aren't we?
I'm talking about the centre back, Max. Centre back.
Oh right. Okay.
Rashia Humphreys.
No, I think we're going to be playing. Azpilicueta is going to be in there. I think.
What in the centre back?
Is Aspi fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fit.
No, Aspi's got to play for sure.
Yeah, Aspi's going to. He needs to.
All right. So who's going to play in the centre?
So Aspi and
is Christensen fit?
Christensen, if fit, maybe. And then we've got Alfie Gilchrist. He's a centre back, right-sided centre back.
Has he been called up?
Yeah, he's in the squad.
Alfie.
Wow, that's a big gamble.
Alfie Gilchrist.
So we got Alfie, Aspi, and Sarr.
I'm going to put this guy in. It's not Gilchrist. Right, so we'll just pretend this guy is Alfie Gilchrist, yeah? He's going to be here. Right?
But Trevor Shalabar trained today, so would
he said he's not risking him.
He won't play.
He said he's not playing.
Rashia Humphreys, I think, is right side. But whether he
I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm surprised with Mbayamba. I just think he must have a niggling injury because he's a big unit. He's 6'6", and
he would be
against someone against Brentford, and he'll be ideal for that game. He must be carrying a knock. It's the only thing I could think of.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Lampard in every position that is going to be filled by a youth player. Can I have him multiple times? Let me see.
Probably not.
No, I can. We'll do that. Yeah. So any position where we're going to put a youth player, we'll just put Lampard in.
Lampard or Jody Morris.
Yeah.
I don't have Jody Morris in that.
He's not fit enough.
Gosh.
Where's MDT? Is he sleeping?
MDT, he's quiet.
I think he's sleeping.
He's contemplating. MDT, I want to hear some of your input in here.
Sorry, No. My mic is broken, cracking. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
we can. Loud and clear, mate. Loud and clear.
What about Charlie Webster?
Can you guys hear me?
I wouldn't put Webster in. I
Is
wouldn't
he
put Webster in.
trained?
MDT, brother, listen. Right now, we're trying to work out who's going to be playing in defense tomorrow. We know Aspi is...
He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. Okay, so... right. Let's go for the right back and... Sorry, the right wing back and the left wing back. Now,
Alonso will play left wing back.
Saul Niguez is available. Would you play him in the centre?
No,
or would you play
Alonso.
him as a...
Alonso.
Yeah, he will be in
Alonso?
the middle, yeah.
You know why I play Alonso? Again, for his aerial threat. One good thing he's got is he's good, decent in the air.
All right.
And he's a tall centre back, so I think the height's important for the long throws and the free kicks that Brentford are going to be.
Boogeyman and Bobby, do you guys concur? Alonso as a left wing back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'd rather see Alonso in the midfield.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Oh, sorry. I was talking about Saul. I think I heard someone mention Saul for some reason. I just connected. So let's go. I'm tired.
Okay.
So Alonso as a wing back. Yeah.
In case anybody missed it, in the chat or on the panel, wherever we're going to have a youth player inserted in the team, because we don't have the cards for them, we're going to put Frank Lampard to represent a youth player in the squad.
That is
Max, I'm
amazing.
getting a lot of feedback. on your mic. Can you just mute it while you're not talking, Max? Appreciate that. All right, people in the chat, before we continue, because this is going to be fun. Let's get to 100 likes, lads. Let's get to 100 likes. We've got 58 likes. There's about 90 of you in here. So do us a favor and hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. Because I have a feeling I might be doing a watch along tomorrow. I might do a watch along. Yeah, go on, Boogie.
Every time you give, like, whatever last starting 11 we come up with, can someone give some stat on those youth players that we will put in it? At least how many, if they are the one playing the Champions League, when we play in the Champions, like, you know, if they have the youth Champions League, if they are the one playing it, and how many goals they score, and I just want to have an idea exactly what are the hype is about.
That's why I wanted MDT to enlighten us, because
if
anyone knows, it'll be
MDT.
Yeah, I'm back now. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
MDT, before we continue, we have decided to put Humphreys as the right-sided centre-back. Do you concur?
I think Aspi will play on the right. Humphrey might play in the middle.
Humphrey can play in the middle. Because from what we know, he's right-sided. Is he better in the middle?
No, not that. When both him and Mbuyamba play in the middle, like when Mbuyamba is not available, Humphrey is the one that play in the middle sometimes. So he played that. I think Aspi will play on the right.
Okay. Jonathan is asking, Mbuyamba is not available for tomorrow, my friend. He's not available for tomorrow. Okay. I don't think
Alonso will play.
Why?
But Dion Rankin will play. I don't know whether he's going to play left or right, because he can play both sides. But Alonso will not play.
I think Rankin would play right.
Yeah.
Because we need Alonso's height. That's why I said Alonso would play, because of the height of the aerial threat.
Because at the youth team, the left-sided wing-back is Hall. He's a midfielder, boy. That's where he plays for this season. So I won't be surprised if he's the one that plays here tomorrow.
All right, one second.
How good is he?
He's good. He's good at attacking, and he's tall as well. He's not whatever. But I believe if Tariq is fit, he will play there, because he plays wing back as well sometimes. Well, when he was at Chelsea before he left for the loan.
Has Hall got a bit of height on him? MDT?
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, if he is, then I can see Tuchel experimenting with that, because we're looking for backup in that area.
Yeah, he's the wing back for the youth development team this season. They tried a lot of people there. It wasn't working. They moved him there for a midfield, and he's been doing better than and he's a goal threat as well. He can shoot.
Where would you play him, left or right?
I'll play him left and ranking on ranking on right, Hall on left.
Ranking on the right. So you don't think Marcus Alonso will play tomorrow?
Oh no, he's the only left-sided wing back we have, so we don't have a choice. He has to.
All right. The rest of the panel, do you guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah, I said Alonso from the start for his experience and his like.
So we got one for Alonso, and
we're not. Yeah, we're not going to have too many inexperienced in defence. We'll get mullered if we have a defence full of youth.
I agree with MDT.
My point was, let's not forget that Alonso and Malang Sarr on that side is just something ready to explode anytime. So I'd rather have a youth player that actually know how to control the ball where Alonso is. If I can have anybody better than Alonso that know how to pass and control. And
so you'd rather have an inexperienced youth player than an experienced player?
You see, there's another young player that's younger than Hall. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's Kapakpi. Alex Kakapik. He's the one that always comes in the second half when Hall is tiring. He's younger, but he's stronger. He's physically stronger. He's like he plays like what's his name, Lamptey. You know Lamptey at whatever. Yeah, but he's a left-sided wing back.
Yep, put him in.
Exactly like Lamptey, Tariq Lamptey.
No, if he hasn't got height, don't put him in.
No, it's taller than Lamptey, but what I mean, he's not as tall as Hall, but he's very quick, very fast. He's a dynamite.
We need physicality tomorrow.
Yeah, Hall is slim. He's tall and good in the air, but this other one is very physical. Like he's very, very he's stockily built, just like Boogeyman.
All right, so we're having two youth players as the left wing back and the right wing back. Okay.
Yep.
It's gonna be a sick team. Yeah, icons everywhere.
Yeah, but you have Aspi as the experienced one and Malang Sarr, so they should be able to do a job there. You know, they should be able to, they should be able to. To be honest, Malang Sarr and Aspi should be able to control this midfield. We played Brentford last time. You remember, it was Christensen, Chalobah, and Sarr.
Yes. Yes, it was.
MDT, do you think Alfred Gilchrist got a little bit of John Terry about him?
He does. He's a little bit cocky. Very, very, very cynic, which is good in defense.
I thought that was Sam McClelland.
No, Gilchrist is good. Gilchrist is like typical. Yeah, Gilchrist is typical. This this Cockney lad. You guys are Cockneys. You know when they have that cheekiness in them, like Del Boy type. You know. Yeah, he's a proper Cockney lad.
He's a wide boy.
The player they're gonna lose out, I believe, is Charlie Webster. The reason being is not because of he's not talented. It's because of he's an individual. Currently, he's just playing like how Barkley play.
He'll be on the bench.
MDT.
We've got 5
MDT.
subs.
Talk to me about the midfield. We got to have
It would be one. Yeah, I think we're gonna be one experienced player. You guys can choose between Jorginho and Kovo. I don't think. Yeah. And Saul will be part of. Yeah.
Saul and Kovo.
But I think we will go. I don't think. I think Tuchel will play the Article 3, the 3-5-2. He will play that. 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1. Yeah, 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1-1.
Hold on. 3-5.
3-5-2 maybe. But 1-1.
I see what you mean. So it'll be this.
We're not going to be good absorbing those Brentford crosses in the box if we decide to play 3-5-1-1 or something. We need to attack them. We need to keep the ball in their camp as much as we can. If we decided to just stay, they will kill us if we're defending.
Yeah, but Boogeyman, the problem you face if they play 3 in the middle. If you play 2, which half fit Jorginho and Saul, you want to kill Jorginho. So that's you have to limit the running Jorginho do in that midfield. That's the most important thing in this game.
Guys,
cover and Saul. Right.
Before we go any further, Jorginho and Saul or Cover and Saul?
For me, it's Cover and Saul.
Cover and Saul to start.
All right, Boogie?
Cover starts.
Eric?
Saul. I'm not sure about Cover.
MDT?
Cover Saul.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't say Cover Saul. I just said I know Cover starting. Saul, I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, majority saying Cover Saul. Majority saying Cover Saul. All right. Do you guys agree that it's going to be 5 midfielders?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Now, Vale.
It's got to be Vale.
Vale,
Yeah.
Vale, yeah.
Yeah, it's between. I thought Vale would play for the forward, but you're right. Barkley need to play. Yeah, Vale. Because I was gonna put George McCaffrey there.
No.
Okay.
Really?
Is it training?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's training.
His height is just not good for the
it's too lightweight for this team.
I know.
Aaron Tucker, big up to you. Thank you for jumping on. Aaron, we just seen a half an hour press conference by your gaffer, so we pretty much know what you guys are doing. So, but thanks for the offer, mate. Thanks for the offer. Big up to you. Thank you for joining. Okay, so strikers, Pulisic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Christian. And
this
I wouldn't
goddamn
mind having Havertz there though.
If Havertz is fit, I'll put Havertz in there. If he's
Isn't
fit.
Havertz out for COVID?
No,
No.
it's not COVID. He
Then he should
tested
play.
negative.
Then he should play.
I told you.
But he was unwell, they said. I'm not sure what unwell
I think
means,
Havertz might play. I think he might be involved.
Oh well, if we have Havertz, to be honest, if we have Havertz, I don't think we'll play the 5 in the middle. If we have Havertz, I didn't think he will play. But if Havertz is going to play, I think it's going to be the forward line would be Havertz, Barkley, and Pulisic.
Guys, tell me what you want to do.
I think Havertz, Pulisic in front and Vale behind him.
Yeah.
What about your man, Barkley?
I think.
Listen, I'm not in the mood right now, man.
I'll be honest. Yeah, I think Barkley will play, but I think Vale will also play. I think Pulisic will be rested.
Can't Barkley come off the bench?
I think Pulisic will come off the bench.
Then Havertz, Barkley, and the Vale behind him.
No, Havertz in the centre with Vale and Barkley on the other side.
Oh, 3.
Yeah, that's how I think they'll do it.
Yeah, man. When you have Barkley and Havertz on the center, it's going to be front 3 because they're both going to be dropping. And Havertz and dropping, it will be Havertz and Barkley.
It'll be a fluid. It'll be a fluid front 3.
I'm not sure about fluid, but yeah, they will do something. Especially Barkley, he ditched my hope last time when he came on. I just don't know what kind of Barkley I'm expecting.
And this would have been a perfect game if Havertz wasn't fit for Brian Fabiano. Because he's physical. He would have fight with those defenders, scrap with them in that box. A young player. But if Havertz is fit, definitely will play. Yeah,
he can be on the bench.
Havertz one is the thing. I'm scrolling down trying to do some research. It's just conflicting stories. Some people are saying it was just a cold. That's what I heard. It was just a cold. And other people think it was tested positive. So I don't know what's going on with the Havertz situation.
Yeah, Tuchel said he has the symptom, but there's no positive test.
It wasn't a positive test, was there? Yeah.
Yeah, there was no positive result.
Did anybody see his picture at the training today?
No.
No.
That's the thing. We could do one with him. There's no provisional. I don't know. I just don't know if he's gonna. he may have been recovered from the cold. He may not be physically ready. Yeah, even if it wasn't COVID.
Let's assume Havertz will be on the bench tomorrow. Let's just assume that because
Pulisic, Barkley then.
So it'll be Pulisic as the number 9 or Barkley.
So it will be one.
I would rather play. I would rather play a proper number 9, like the youth number 9, than Pulisic there because.
Who's youth number 9?
Bell.
No, Fabiema. I'll play Fabiema. So it's Bell is good. Oh, he's not. No, he's there. He hasn't gone on loan, is it?
No, I didn't think he was brought into the
he wasn't brought up. Oh, okay. I think we can play both. We can do one with Bell and one with Pulisic.
We need some aggressive players on that pitch.
Guys, I'm just looking. Listen. Look at this team, yeah? We have the heart of our defence, an academy lad, a youth lad. Both wings, academy. Down the centre, academy. That is the spine of the team, is academy. The team we're putting out tomorrow, the spine of that team is academy. That's scary.
That's why I don't see. That's why I see Alonso playing.
I'm telling you, when it comes to the wing back, we're not going to have problem there with the academy. The other place where the wing back, when it comes to attacking Brentford, I believe this will be a better attacking wing back than Aspi and Alonso. I'm telling you.
100%. I don't doubt it at all.
There will be a better attacking. There will be more threat to Brentford when they attack. I don't know the defending because the defending at senior level is different. But attacking wise, there will be more threat to Brentford than whatever. So that's why you need Aspi, you need Malansar to use their older head to help them out in defensive transition. But for us to attack as a threat, these two will play better. You will be surprised. You'll be like, oh, why are we playing Aspi there? Or thingy, or what's his name? Alonso. Because attacking wise, they're better attackers than them too. It's only when the other side that they're still young.
All right, would it be better to go back to this, lads? What do you reckon?
Okay, and who is on the other side?
No, I think I prefer the midfield 3 because
Harvey Vale is right-sided, isn't he? Harvey Vale.
No, he's right-footed, but he plays from the left.
So
he's left foot, Harvey Vale.
I don't know because he played from that mount. You know the position. The position mount play. Well, I thought he was left foot, but I skipped.
Yeah, he's the left foot.
I saw him taking shot with his right foot, so I don't understand. So that's why.
But you can see he is more left foot. He always bring the ball back to his left. So, anyways.
Yeah, because he play from the left though. He doesn't play from the right. He play from the left.
Okay. So Barkley, I think that's good, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But
we need a fighter in the box though. We need a fighter. That's the thing. I don't know the striking wise. If we're gonna play striker Pulisic, there's no need to have him on the pitch. I'm being honest. If he's gonna play as a striker, there's no need because he won't be effective. I will play the youth. I will play the youth striker. I will play one of the youth strikers. Either one. I'll play either one.
Can I just say one thing here?
Yeah.
We've got our backs to the wall, right? What I don't want to see is hesitation. When you're down, that's the time to fight and be brave. If we've got these kids that are doing well, throw them in. Throw them in. 100%. Why are you afraid? We've got to go for it. But if we're going to say, oh, maybe we put Pulisic, who's not going to be playing in the right position, just like you started off saying, Boogeyman, it's not worth it. So if Fabima is the guy to play up top, let him play up top. Good. If we've got wing backs that are young and that are in the youth system and they've been playing and doing well, this is their chance. Go for it. What's the worst that can happen? We lose. Let's not be afraid.
So they have to
Who are
prove
these
themselves.
people?
To be honest, they have to prove themselves. To be honest, you give them a chance. If they don't take it, it's on them. I don't just have you have Aspi, you have Kova, you have Malansar. Is there Saul? Is their job to Barkley? Is their job to make sure that the structure is there? But let the kid play. Let's see what happens.
Boogeyman, I'm surprised at you, man. You let this guy scare you with his words. That's what he wants to do. It's words. It's just words. He's got a bunch of unfit players to come and play a whole load of kids that are going to be running like the roadrunner around them. Let's be brave. Be confident. Go for it.
It's a psychological game. He's playing a psychological game. Yeah, he is definitely.
Don't be
Sure.
scared.
Let's do this, man.
All right, guys. This is the lineup. So tomorrow, Chelsea will play Brentford with Kepa in goal, Azpilicueta, Malang Sarr with Marcel de Said and the centre. I'm just kidding. That'll be brilliant. Yeah, with Ashley Cole and his clone on the wing as the wing backs. No, we believe we will have a core of youth players in attack, in defense, and in midfield. And even the first team players that will be on the pitch, we believe, will be a second tier. The club captain will be there on that pitch, hopefully. Kovačić, they will be the ones that we will be hoping to show leadership and to get us through this game. I agree with Bobby. Let's be confident. And again, what is the worst that can happen? We'll lose the game and we'll just move on. The most important games coming up is the Aston Villa game and the Brighton game in this month, and then we got Liverpool, City, and Spurs next month. Tough fixtures, tough games. But yeah, no, let's be confident. Let's be confident, lads. The game tomorrow. Do you guys want to do a watch along, or shall we just do a reaction? What do you guys think?
I won't be available for watch along for sure. Me.
Guys in the chat, let me know.
Streaming's going to be difficult. It's not live tomorrow. It's not live tomorrow. I only do live too. Yeah, I'll have to find a dodgy stream.
Yeah, I'll find it. I have my ways. So if anybody, if you guys want to watch along, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we'll just come on after the game and discuss it. We're good either way.
You know the way we played against Wolves? That's what I want to see tomorrow.
Yeah, same here.
Second half.
Yeah.
I want to see those guys playing for that badge, for that shirt. We are Chelsea. We are Chelsea Football Club. You don't roll over.
I'm not worried about that with the youth players. They know what it means.
How is Tuchel motivation speech? Is he a good motivator?
Who, Saul?
No, Tuchel.
Tuchel?
Saul.
I thought
there is no way someone can motivate Saul.
Bobby, I'm trying really hard not to say anything about Saul since Tuchel said, to support him.
Well, he might surprise you tomorrow. Anyway, forget Saul. Well, Saul was there when we put up the fight against Wolves. What I want from these lads, this is the Alamo. Go for it. You've got nothing to lose. Go for it. Remember the shirt you're wearing. We can beat these people. Forget how their manager talked or whatever. It's nonsense. With our kids, we can beat these people.
I wanna show you guys something. I haven't asked him if I can show you this. But I want to show you this. One of our colleagues, one of our panelists, is currently on vacation, and he sent me a picture. I haven't asked him if I could share it with you guys, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna share it with you guys on the stream. And when I saw this picture, it really, what's the word here? It got me emotional. It got me emotional because, you know, this is who we are and this is what we do. And I was just so proud that he did this. Julius. Did he send it to you?
No.
Did he show it to you?
No.
Okay. All right. So this is a picture that Julius took while he's out on vacation, and he sent it to me yesterday. Julius, I hope you don't mind me, sharing this with the stream. Look at that! Look at that picture, man.
Wow!
Look at that picture. That's Julius.
Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Proper Chelsea, mate. Proper Chelsea.
Yeah.
Keep the blue flag flying high. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Julius is doing.
Leave the blue flag. Leave it there, man.
Don't come back. Stay there. Big up to Julius, my brother.
That's
Big
beautiful.
up to
Man.
you.
That's beautiful.
That's a beautiful picture. That's a beautiful
That's
picture.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I
So
don't
big up
care
to
what
Julius.
happens tomorrow. I just want to see those boys fight for that badge. I want to be proud of the youth players tomorrow, and just show what Chelsea is about. We are champions of Europe. We still hold that trophy. Go out there and show it. That's all I want to see. And I tell you what, if we do that, we could beat these people.
And also, I want the ref too to be a little bit lenient, because young players, they might be a little bit spicy. So I hope the referee understands this is their debut. They're fighting for their badge and their colors.
Hopefully, they don't go there trying to play like tiki taka. It's the ball being physical.
You know what? Let's be honest. Yeah. Tomorrow, it's about respect. Tomorrow, it's about respect. All right? We're gonna be playing our youth players. We're gonna be playing, second tier string, second tier first team players and youth players. I'm not going to say the youth players are second tier. No, I'm saying the second tier is the first team players that are going to be playing there, majority of them. However, it's not about the label that you have. It's about the performance you're going to put on that pitch tomorrow. So if they put on a good performance, a good show, fighting spirit, like Bobby's saying, want to see the fighting spirit, want to see the determination, the commitment. That's all I care about. The result, would love it to be a win. But if we lose and we lose fighting, I haven't got an issue. Naturally, I want to win. I want to continue in all of these competitions. But it is what it is. I don't. A message here from Alex. I don't know where you got all those players. Yeah, no. Listen, Alex. There's a lot of players training.
Guys, Jules Koundé just got red carded, man.
He
lost his head.
Yeah, he has an issue with that. I don't know.
He has temper issues.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah. He has temper issue a lot.
Second time, third time this season.
He'll have to learn.
Yeah, no, that's risky for us in the Premier League. We can't afford to be
the
losing
Premier
players.
League,
Yeah, if that's a weakness, they're gonna exploit it. They'll go for him and get him wound up.
Every game they'll rattle him, yeah. Especially in the Premier League. We are
and the way he did it was so stupid. The way he did it, if you watch it, you'll be disappointed. This is the second time I'm seeing him get silly red card for silly reason, like childish reason. And that's the crazy thing. Look at Rudiger. Rudiger will wind you up, boy. He never get red carded. He's never been red carded at Chelsea. Boy, he's a wind-up merchant. He's a... You have to be smart.
Yeah, him and what's his name? Suarez. If anyone is is a wind-up merchant, it's Luis Suarez. But Rudiger got him under manners, man. He just handled him well. He handled him well in the Champions League. All right, listen. I'm satisfied with the stream so far in respect to our preview. I'm going to change topics. But before I change topics, I want to get a scoreline prediction from everyone, and then we'll change topics. So we'll start with I think Bobby doesn't give scoreline predictions, but Bobby, will we win, lose, or draw? And will it go to penalties?
You know what? As I said earlier, I'm looking for a performance from these lads. The only thing Tuchel has to tell these boys that dream of playing in that first team is to point to the shirt, point to the badge, and point to a Champions League trophy. Get out there and give it your all. And believe you me, that is when they will be most dangerous. I think Brentford should be scared.
Yeah, and that's why he's doing that reverse psychology thing, because he is scared. He is scared. Listen, people in the chat, I'm going to tell you what we're doing after this. After this, I'm going to post the link in the chat, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to come on and to discuss the game or any Chelsea-related topic. If we don't get anybody coming in, there's a topic in mind that I will discuss, but I will first give you an opportunity to come in and give us your thoughts. Let me hear from Eric. Eric, scoreline prediction tomorrow, mate.
I would love to say a 4-0 win, but I'll go for a 1-1 draw and a victory on penalties.
You really want to see us go into? Is it extra time or is it straight to penalties?
It's straight. I think it's straight to penalties.
Okay.
I'm not sure there's extra time.
If it's penalties, I'm not worried with Kepa in goal. I'll be honest with you. I'm very confident with Kepa's abilities when it comes to penalties. All right, cheers, Eric. I'll go to Max. Max, scoreline prediction tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, same as Eric. 1-1 extra time penalties. I'm not extra time. 1-1 penalties because no penalties. 1-1 penalties.
And Kepa will take us through, right?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Boogie, tomorrow.
Listen, the fact that we're going to put a lot of youth on the field might be a surprising thing, and I think their unpredictability, whatever you want to call that word, maybe help our cause. So I think it will be 2-0 Chelsea, and Brentford is getting a red card. I think between 35 and 40 minutes, one of them is getting red carded, and then we take the game over from that point.
That's very specific. That is very specific.
So I think we're winning this game 2-0. I just feel like those kids are going to do something amazing tomorrow, so they can complicate the life of Tuchel. He cannot drop them anymore. You know, I was saying today that you know how Van Gaal name is associated to Marcus Rashford name, and then Frank Lampard name is with Mount. I think tomorrow is Tuchel time. Is one of two youth are going to show something extraordinary tomorrow that they will not be able to be dropped anymore. They will stay in the team for at least till the pandemic.
I hope so. I want to see at least one or two of these guys, really impress.
Because they are unknown, right? None of them is a big star. Like they're not like the one we used to have before. So
you see, Harvey Vale is a player that I think Tuchel likes because he's added him to the squad a couple of times. It'll be good to see him play. And for Tuchel to give him instructions and see how he handles those instructions. So there is a potential for him. I know in regards to Chelsea's depth, we have a lot of youngsters who are strong in that position. Gallagher, Mason Mount, and whatnot. But Harvey Vale could have a future in that position. Or maybe even as a more of a winger rather than a central player. Let's see. MDT, predicted scoreline for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to go for 1-1 penalty win, but I'm going for 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea. Chelsea. I believe we'll be leading 2-0 and they will score and make the match very intense. Because I think these young players that will play tomorrow will surprise few people. And people will start whinging now and complaining. Why didn't we bring them in early? We couldn't. That's this answer. Because they, but I believe they will surprise a lot of people tomorrow. Some of them, especially the wing backs. That's one position I think is not going to be, attacking wise. We'll have good attackers on the pitch. So I'm hopeful. I just hope the kids they just do us proud. That's all.
Yeah. Who did we lose?
Oh, Max.
Max Byrne, yeah, Max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but can I ask a question, MDT? You said we should bring them.
Wait, Boogie. Before Boogie asks MDT the question, lads, we have the link on the screen. All right, I'm going to keep the link up for 2 more minutes. If nobody comes in, then I'm going to take the link off, and I will not accept any guests, and we will change the topic to something that I have in mind, which is something that we talked about earlier in the stream, but we stopped because we wanted to focus on the preview. I'll go back to that topic if nobody jumps in. So you guys have a couple of minutes to come back in and give me your thoughts. Otherwise, I will take the link off and we will move on to the final topic of the stream. Boogie, continue, my friend.
Yeah, yo, guys, jump in and ask MDT question about the youth. If you have any question, that's now or never, man. Just ask question. The youth, I don't know anything about them too much. I don't know that much about them myself, so ask question. Anyways, what I was going to say is, MDT said tomorrow we will ask ourselves why didn't we bring them in earlier into the team earlier, and then he answered his question by saying it's just because we couldn't. So I just want to know why did he say we couldn't earlier bring those kids in it?
Yeah, that go back to the whole academy setup has been reduced to a number that's never been this. It's half of the players. Currently, we have half of the players that are playing on the 16, on the 17, on the 16, on the 18, on the 21, and the development squad. We have half of the normal players we normally have at Chelsea this year. So these players, some of them are 16, they're playing on the 18th. Okay, some of them are 18, they're playing on the 23. So they are stretched. That's why our youth setup, they're all struggling, apart from the under 16. We might get relegated. The development squad is struggling because the players are being played. Like they're playing every 3 days. Them too, because they have 2-3 tournaments they need to play. So that's what I mean. We couldn't. It's stretched. The junior team is so stretched. The numbers are not huge anymore. We've reduced the numbers a lot. So that's why I'm saying we couldn't. Not because of anything else. It's just we don't have the numbers to fill all the academy players, spots like before. Because we send some of them on loan, some of them refused to sign new contract, we sold them, so things like that. And some of them, they were poached by other teams, so that's why.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
All right, nobody's coming. All right, here we go. I'm going to just do one final thing. And we will click on that, click on this. Click on this. Oh, here we go. All right, guys, I gave you the opportunity to jump on. Nobody took it. I was hoping we'd get a repeat of the other night, where we'd get you guys coming in and discussing and having a chit chat with us, and get some direct feedback from you guys. But no. Okay, here we go. Let me take off the link. Remove the link. Link is now removed. All right. People, do us a favor. Let's get to 100 likes. We're on 72 likes. The topic I want to address is a topic that we spoke about for a little bit at the start of the stream. This topic may end up going on for an hour. I don't know. Let's see. Bobby said, and in my opinion, rightly said, that there has been administrative errors in regards to contract negotiations, in regards to other financial aspects within our club, and we need to identify the source of these things, or at least the person who is accountable for making the final decision on these things. Now, Chelsea Football Club is owned by Roman Abramovic. He is the owner of our club. he is also the person accountable for all that goes in the club and goes out of the club. But he isn't the one that makes the decision for all of these factors, all these aspects. He will give a general guideline, a general frame, a general policy that is then taken on board by his directors and is delegated to the management in the different areas of the club. The way that the club is run at the moment is run through Marina Granovkaia. She is the one that is in direct communication with the big man himself. And this is why we as fans tend to push things in her direction. When things go well, when we sign players, when we sell players, when we have a contract done in a particular way, we acknowledge the hard work that she's done. We acknowledge the success that she has brought into the team, into the club. However, when errors are taking place, the person who is being highlighted is not necessarily the same person who is being highlighted for the successes. Rightly or wrongly, that's what is happening. Today we have an issue, and I'm not gonna, target anyone, but today we have an issue, and that issue is Andreas Christensen is yet to sign his contract. Tony Rudiger is yet to sign his contract, and in 10 days they can officially talk to other clubs and receive offers from other clubs, and right now they probably are talking unofficially to other clubs, but in 10 days they can talk officially to other clubs and start to do to receive offers. Rightly or wrongly, we are in that situation with two of our best centre backs in the team right now. Who's at fault? Who's the one accountable for that? Why are we currently trying to extend contracts and at the same time seem to be in the market to bring in two centre backs? And both of these centre backs will probably end up receiving more money than what we're offering Christensen and Rudiger. This is a financial catastrophe waiting to happen. And we seem to be happy about it. We seem to be talking about it like, yeah, we should do it. Let's get De Ligt. Let's get Kunde. Christensen, Rudiger. All right, it was nice having you guys, but if you want to go, let's, go. It's not as simple as that, lads. It's not as simple as that. I would offer Rudiger more than I am prepared to offer De Ligt. As a club, I should be prepared to offer Rudiger a better contract than I am prepared to offer De Ligt, purely for the fact that I'm not paying 80, 60, 70, whatever million pounds to sign him. So, why are we in this situation? I want to give this a bit of time. I know Bobby was the one who highlighted this issue, so I'll let Bobby start and give me his thoughts on this, and then we'll continue. And it'll be an open discussion once Bobby concludes his remarks.
This really is a bugbear of mine, because it's been brewing for a considerable period of time. Maybe people like Max, Mo himself, and MDT will know the history of a lot of chief execs that we've had. I'm still, funny enough, I'm here talking with quite a few sort of people of African background, and I'm defending your man, as it were. We're all Chelsea people, but as it were, I just find my voice for Michael Emenalo is like a voice in the wilderness. I feel so alone speaking up about the injustice brought onto really quite a remarkable man that has played his part in the development of this club. And all these players that we're seeing here, apart from maybe the most current wave of youth players, are all down to him. And indeed, the likes of your Kante, Rudiger, and so on, even this Christensen we're talking about, it's all down to him. But that aside, he was unjustly treated, and the trigger was pulled with him at some point, or rather, he jumped before he was pushed out. And now we have a situation where the organization of Chelsea is slowly eroding, and it's being done under a camouflage of lack of accountability. Okay, many cracks have been papered over. When we had all these deadwood buys and so on, that was papered over. Okay, we needed to do this, we needed to do that. It's a mistake, we move on. Then we had the COVID fortunate situation. And I was one of the few people during that time that was screaming and shouting about the length of time taken to seal a flipping deal when you're the only person in contention. And after all the time that was going on, you still ended up paying the amount that was said to be paid. But we let that one ride. I don't even want to go into the whole Haaland debacle. It's not even so much about not paying the ridiculous money for Haaland, but more about not having enough other options. And now we've got ourselves in a situation where it's bound to happen that we're linked with so many other people, defenders, when we've let this drag and drag and drag and drag and drag. Okay, there was a time where the players were not not in favor and up for sale, but honestly, with a decisive chief exec, those players' contracts would have been nailed down straight after the Champions League final. And we've even got more players coming up. Kante's contract or improved contract is lurking in the background. Mount, all this people, there's nothing done. All we're doing is offloading the best of our youth players, which is now coming to bite us in the youth system because we don't have a scouting system anymore. Emanalo has gone, and the house that Roman built is full of cracks. And I'm just concerned. And as a fan, I think we need to start putting out the spotlight. I'm not into politics. If you watch my anything that I put out on Twitter, I'm so against establishment. I'm so against the run of the mill. I don't follow the crowd because I think often the crowd goes the wrong way. And it takes a few brave people to stand up and say, no, I'm not going that way. I'm not some vaccination activist before you go down that road. Absolutely not. I'm realistic and I go for things on a realistic level. As far as I'm concerned, we are getting to that point, if we haven't got there already, where the fan base needs to look at the board and say, right, Marina, what the hell is going on? And that's what I want to hear. She needs to be questioned. Trevor Birch would never have gotten away with this. What's the guy that came in with from Man United? Kendall.
Peter Kenyon and Ron Gullit.
Kenyon would never have gotten away with this. And you know, you name them, they would have been held to account. They were held to account for less. And yet we've got someone that forever, you see, there is a danger in allowing certain things to start to seep in that you now have a situation where someone can come in, do as much nonsense as they like, and will get away with it under the umbrella of maybe gender or whatever. I'm not into that. I will call you out, and I'm looking to call you out because my focus is Chelsea Football Club. There's something terribly wrong that these contracts haven't been signed, And you know what? I've got to the stage where I don't think they will be. I don't think they will. I don't think Christensen's going to sign. If he hasn't signed now, it's unlikely he will do. I don't think Rudiger's going to sign either. And I don't think any of these defenders we're linked with, we're going to get them because she doesn't seal deals. It's a big problem.
Do you think you're being unfair in regards to she doesn't seal deals, Bobby?
Well, I would like to see her seal a deal efficiently and quickly in a competitive environment. I don't count things like the Havertz and where there was nobody else in there. I'm looking at even when there were very few people involved in the transfer market this summer, there was nothing going on. Fortunately for her, Lukaku was somebody that really wanted to come to Chelsea. If Lukaku was a player that didn't care about coming to Chelsea, that deal wouldn't have gone over the line. So all this great deal maker, I ain't buying it. I am not buying any of it. I am so angry because if we let Rudiger go, even Christensen, it's going to be a big mistake. The repair job will be 5 times more expensive.
Okay. All right. Cheers, Bobby. Does anybody have anything they want to add to this particular topic?
I am, if I can.
Sure. Alex, welcome back.
Hey guys, sorry it took me longer than I wanted. Bobby, love you, my man, but it's not Marina's fault that Lampard put them on for sale at last season. Lampard put those players for sale. That's why we went on a last year contract. When you put the players for sale at 2-year contract, that's it. The player gets all the power. So you can criticize Marina, you can criticize anybody, but that's not how it works. The Lampard is the only one manager that I actually think that was actually backed by a board because the way how much time he got. For me, it wasn't.
Is Lampard still in this team? Is
Exactly.
Lampard still
I don't
our coach?
understand that.
Is Lampard still our coach?
No, Lampard put Rudiger for sale.
Is Marina put Rudiger for sale last season? Okay,
No.
so is Marina be able to talk to them, explain them that it was Lampard, and now the team value you guys stay with us? Why can't? His title is simple. He is in charge of contract, signing player and renew contract. If we have a problem related to those specific, we need to be just honest about it.
Exactly.
He is not
and
handling his business properly.
He knows of his value now. It was a different value on him 2 years ago.
Sorry, I'm talking about Marina. Sorry, I should use it. Why
she knows that.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't understand what you're asking, Boogie. I just didn't understand the question.
Your reasoning.
Boogie, clarify, Boogie.
Your reasoning of the fact that Marina is not closing those deals is because Lampard created a problem.
No.
My issue with that way of answering that question is Lampard was not part of this team for.
Let me step in. Let me explain it. Okay, this is it, right? Okay, right. So what Redneck's saying is correct. Okay, if Lampard didn't favour these players at the time, then they thought they were going to be out the door. Okay, so what's the point in negotiating a contract with somebody who's not part of Lampard's plans? That's what happened with Tomori. Okay, Tomori went. So what's happened is there was no negotiations taking place. A new manager's come in. And let's be honest, quite a few people wouldn't have minded if Rudiger had left. Yeah, so don't say now because he's come in, he's found a manager that works with it for him, and we've seen what a player he is. Now everyone's calling for him. If he went last season with some of the performances that he was putting in, a lot of people wouldn't have been would have batted an eyelid. Okay. Where was your energy?
Guys, hold on, guys. Max, I understand what you're saying. But Lampard is no longer here.
Yeah,
the issue we have the issue we have with Christensen and Rudiger, it did grow, and it was brought on by Lampard and his lack of man management, and we saw that with Tomori. Clearly, we saw that with Tomori. but now he's been gone for almost a season. And yet, we still have this issue with Christensen and Rudiger, even though under Tuchel, things have changed. Rudiger himself, in an interview, I think last week, he said, I wanted to leave until Tuchel came over and things changed. And now I want to stay. Rudiger with his own mouth. I'm not talking about no journalist. Let me finish. Can I finish?
You finish.
No journalist need to tell me what Rudiger said, because I heard it with my own ears from his mouth. Okay, he is happy to stay. He wants to stay. Okay, and yet, him and Christensen have not signed the contract. So there is a problem, and it's not Frank Lampard.
I was talking before and they called me.
I interrupted Max, so I'll let Max continue.
You interrupted me.
I'm okay.
And Boogeyman interrupted me.
Alex, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I just want us.
Go.
I just want us to debate this issue on the fact that Lampard is not here anymore, and the player that we're trying to sign seem to let Lampard issue go. Now they're willing to sign. So why are they not getting signed? Let's just keep it that way instead of going back and all those things. I just think
the reason is they're in a stronger position financially to negotiate contracts. That's why. Okay. He could have bought. He would have signed on a lower contract. Now he's in a strong position. He's in a better negotiating position.
Exactly.
Than someone else. Okay. And because he's got only 6 months left on his contract, that's what makes him become in that strong bargaining position. And it's as simple as that.
Exactly, and I don't understand how is that not easy. But to blame on not to blame on Lampard. It's basically it's like if you on the 2-year contract, it's the same gonna be with Jorginho in the summer. Just look at it's gonna be again on Jorginho in the summer. Here's what happened, and how it actually not only gonna this in negotiation battle. It's not gonna be just on Rudiger and Christensen. It's gonna be on James next season. On James, he just signed contract. Mason Mount. This is gonna be.
You're talking back on yourself. So if this is gonna be with these players next season, why aren't we sorting it out this season?
No,
Lampard's
you don't
not
know.
here.
If we're gonna no.
Sorry, Bobby. He's saying this thing has started, and the ripple effect is going to continue.
It's going to take on the Mount. What do you think if we're going to give Rudiger, okay, not 400, let's say 300 grand a week. Christensen is going to look like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm not as good as Rudiger, let's say that. I'll ask for 250. Then the next year, this summer, Jorginho, our contract is going to be 2 years. That's the 2-year mark that you're supposed to renew your contract. He will ask for raise. Then not only that, Mount is gonna ask for raise next year because his contract is gonna be 2 years. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be taking ripple effect on everybody.
Bobby, listen, Bobby, you remember when?
One second, Max. The ripple effect is understandable, and it's expected because these players are currently on entry-level contracts. Let's use that term. Entry-level contracts. Mason Mount, Reece James, all these players have performed to a very, very high level. And they will be demanding a better contract, regardless of what contracts we're going to be offering the other guys. Now, you can make the case that they'll probably be wanting a bigger contract than they would have been happy with if we didn't have this. I can understand that. Agree, disagree. I can understand it. The issue is this. The issue is not the ripple effect. The issue is not what these players are going to ask. The issue is financially. Today, I am prepared to pay a player that is not proven in the Premier League £100,000 a week more than I would give Tony Rudiger, and I would pay £80 million to sign him.
How do you know?
Tell me how much we're gonna buy Delict for.
No, how
We're
do you
not
know
buying
what his
the
wages
link.
will be?
He's not gonna come.
He's on that wage right now with Juventus.
Yeah, he's for
How much-
270.
Yeah, but we're
how
not
much-
getting him.
how-
That's
how much-
rumours.
how much of a
Don't
pay-
believe those rumours. Don't believe
No,
those
but
rumours.
that's
We're not
what-
getting him.
But you see, Max,
And we're
this
not
is the
prepared.
problem I have.
But you can't
Max,
say
this is
we're
the problem I
prepared.
have because Chelsea Football Club, if they want to put an end to these rumours, they can, but they haven't done that.
Why should they?
haven't
Why
done
should
that.
they? No, why should they? To be that they don't. They never do. No, why should they?
Max, because it's bad for their business. It's bad
No,
for
it
their
isn't.
business right
No,
now.
they never
is-
comment on. They never comment. How many times have we commented on players? How many times have we commented on players
Sorry,
coming in?
Max. In regards to us looking to purchase a defender, if I'm looking to purchase a defender and I'm not giving my defenders a contract, then that is adding to the conspiracy that Chelsea are looking to get De Ligt or Koundé, Mr. Red Card Koundé.
That's adding to fan speculations. Well, we don't know anything. It's the press who put it out there. It's not the club. The club are not saying it. The club. How many players are we linked with every season?
Max, if we were progressing in our discussion to bring in Christensen or to bring in Rudiger, if we were to get one of them to sign their contracts, if we get them to agree to a deal and sign their contracts by now, then it would kill those rumours. But because they're not signing their contracts, because we're not offering them what they're wanting, it's adding life to those.
Have you ever heard any club doing? Did you hear any club doing anything like that?
Like what?
There's nobody's talking about the speculation or anything. Come on.
You're not hearing me. Alex, you're not hearing me.
No, club is not going to put no statements. That's what I'm saying.
Alex. It doesn't have to be a statement to show intent. You don't have to put a statement. You don't have to get Bruce Buck sitting there with his mic and saying, yeah, we don't want to get De Ligt. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I was to sign one of my defenders to a contract, then I am putting a message that I am happy with my defenders. I am not looking to sign these players. If I get Christensen to sign, or if I got Rudiger to sign, then that is a statement. The statement doesn't have to be a man talking on a mic.
Okay. Here's the statement that I'm telling you. You're right. They're not happy with their defenders, not with the playing. What they're not happy. They're not happy with what they're asking. That's it. They're happy how they play. They're not happy what they're asking.
As far as I know, they don't have a problem. I mean, in regards to Christensen, they don't have a problem with the fee. They have a problem with the length of the contract.
Yes. He actually, hold on a second. It was today again that what's the name? The Absolute Chelsea said it, or Fabrizio. He said it that today again the contract stopped. It was supposed to be signed last week, and again Christensen camp changed their mind.
Why?
His father. His father. I don't know why. His father is the agent. That's what I found. That's what I was told.
Listen, I'd like to add something. I'm not a businessman, right? I get paid by business people. If you want to avoid the ripple effect, I'm going
you
to
play
say
golf.
something.
Golf people look like a business people.
I didn't understand, but if they want not to show the ripple effect, they can give Rudiger a signing bonus and put undisclosure stuff on it and give him a basic salary of 140 or 170, whatever it is. So they don't have to give other player. If the officials' wages is 140, then what? It's not a mandatory to pay everybody a signing bonus.
No, that's not how it works. You're supposed to, for FFP, you're supposed to disclose everything. That's how FFP works.
Yeah, a signing bonus, it's not a fixed thing. If you pay Rudiger 20 million for signing bonus, you can pay Christensen 4 million. What's the problem? What's the difference? And then you keep their salary in whatever wage you want to keep them.
No, because
then there is no explosion of
I know what you're saying, but this is not working in football because of FFP. FFP is the one.
I don't buy this idea that we have to go into some kind of what's the word? I don't know what the word to use.
Financial plan. That's what it is, Boogeyman.
Like the idea that we can't give Rudiger an increased contract, because everybody will start asking for higher wages. I mean, what about players who we brought in? People like Werner. who are earning a lot
Werner
more
is the
than
forward. Forward is on a different pay bracket.
Of course.
So,
That-
so
that-
what does
that's
that
the
have to do with the
It's
other
in
people?
everybody's club.
Redneck, what does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with
What do you
other people
mean, what
wanting a better deal?
What it's got to
It's
do with it,
because
Eric, is atomization. Atomization is different.
I
because
don't know how to
when
explain it. This
you
is how it
spread,
works, and it's at every
yeah,
club.
you spread the contract and wages over a certain period of time. So it's different when you're doing atomization. That's why signing a new player is totally different from extending the contract of an existing player.
How much was Van Dijk given? Wasn't it about 300 grand?
I think 292 we saw last time, right?
The point I'm making is
No, 220 or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't Mount want to earn similar wages to somebody like Werner, for example, instead of just focusing on Rudiger? What about
Believe
other
me,
people in the squad?
when Mount's contract is gonna be, he will be asking why Timo Werner's wages, because he's on his wage bracket, and Mount will be asking that.
The issue already exists then. So Rudiger wouldn't. How much will the Rudiger contract affect what you're saying? If that issue already exists, what difference does it make? If Matt is going to ask for higher wages anyway, then why can't you just pay Rudiger higher wages as well? Because he's actually one of our most important players.
There is a lot wrong at the moment. It's quite clear. I don't know what happened that Christensen's people will come and sit down and then pull out of the contract. That doesn't make any sense. It tells me...
It does. Tuchel said it. Tuchel said it himself.
I listened to his press conference.
What does
I
Tuchel
didn't
say?
catch that
Did you hear
verbatim,
it?
to be honest. But, that there is something not quite right. And I think somebody of the two parties is playing hardball. Now, there's hardball and there's hardball. If it's a matter of length of contract, for example, if the guy wants to sign for 2 years and the contract is 4 years, to be honest, personally, I don't. What's the problem?
He's gonna ask for in 1 year. He's gonna ask renegotiate, and that's again gonna be.
Then you've got time to then get somebody else.
Exactly.
Sometimes you've got to be decisive. What I'm perceiving from Marina, and I will call her, is a whole load of hesitation, indecision, and I think it's a problem. Now, I would love to be proved wrong yet again, but that's what I perceive. I've been watching this whole way of doing business with her for quite some time now, and it's always hesitating. This takes a long time. This takes a long time under this so-called umbrella of negotiating, and everything comes to the very, very, very last minute where it falls through and we panic buy.
Bobby, I can tell you from now, whoever's not happy with this, with Rudiger, start complaining now, because they ain't gonna sign him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
I said it from January. I've said it from the summer. It's not gonna be signed because there's miles apart. They're just miles apart.
And why is that?
Why is that? Because he asking astronomical amount.
It's not astronomical.
Listen, hold on, guys. Everyone's talking like they know everything. We don't know everything, so we can't speculate. We're just speculating. So what we're having is hold on. We're having people who don't like Marina is saying, okay, she's offering peanuts, and then there's a really good side who's saying we don't know anything. We can't speculate. You don't know what's going on, Bobby. You don't know what's going on. Are you privy to it? Do you have somebody in his camp who knows what?
This is the problem. This is the problem. Whenever she's criticized, then the person that's putting the spotlight on her gets attacked. Oh, you don't like her. I don't give a damn about her.
But you're pinpointing her. You don't like her.
I'm pinpointing her because she is accountable.
Yeah, why you not pinpointing Rudiger?
Yeah, but it's
why you not pinpointing?
No, but you're pinpointing her for everything. You're pinpointing her for players. When I said to you, it's not her who picks players. We've got a scout.
I'm doing it based on the track record that I have observed, not just now, but over a number of years. This hesitating, this dropping the ball and this panic buying. It's a pattern. That is real. You don't need to know what's going on behind the scenes to know that that has happened. And I see it happening again.
I was listening to you on YouTube when I was driving. And by the way, Kai Havertz, it was like 5 clubs after him. Real Madrid, what's the name? Borussia Dortmund, PSG, what's the name? Bayern Munich.
They went
Timo Werner people after him.
They were after him, but they couldn't afford him at the time.
They couldn't afford it.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's your point?
You see, this is why it's frustrating because you wanna believe what you read in the papers towards the Rudiger, but you selectively don't want to believe what was in the same papers for Kai Havertz.
I am basing
such a.
What is the Marina title? What is his title? What is Marina title?
In negotiating a contract.
So are we having a problem with the contract?
No, Rudiger has a problem with contract.
My Lord, man. Okay, good.
Why do we have 3 defenders on the last?
Then we cannot.
And I'll try to tell you why we had why we have 3 defenders on the list.
No, I don't want you to tell me. My question is simple: are we having a problem with contract?
So, if you want to debate, can you listen to him, please? Let him talk. No, Boogeyman, let him talk. Instead of talking over it. You asked him a question, he's giving you the answer. Let him give you the answer.
By point, Boogie, no disrespect, but where all of you Rudiger people last season? Where are you? Where are all the people? I'm done talking about Rudiger. It's just
what is Marina
when he's supposed to be counting the contract last season. Where are you people?
What is Marina in charge of transfer? Yeah. Are we having a problem with transfer? Yeah. So we need to talk to her. She is the one that not making the deal. So it's simple for me. It's so simple. I'm responsible for something in where I'm from. If there is a problem in that department, they only look at me. Whether I'm managing to convince my boss or not, it's still me.
Do you understand what the player can?
Hold on, Alex.
You can't just defend someone.
I'll simplify. I'm at a restaurant. I order a chicken. The chicken comes. I'm not happy with it. Do I shout at the waiter and blame the waiter, or do I tell him he needs to go and fix up with the chef? The chef is the one that made it. The waiter is the one in front of me. So he is the one that's going to get the brunt of it, but at the end of the day, he isn't the one accountable for that chicken being bad. It's the person who cooked it.
Okay.
Marina Granovkaia, hold on, let me finish. Marina Granovkaia is tasked with negotiating contracts. Now, if those contracts are not being done properly, then she is the one accountable for that. Now, you can say to me, let me finish. You can say to me that Rudiger is a party within this scenario, and he isn't accepting, he isn't this. I understand that, and to a certain degree, his demands may be the reason why things are not happening, but she needs to make allowances to keep one of the best players, if not the best player, in the team at Chelsea and not allow him to go out on a free.
Exactly.
Can I just come in?
Can I use another scenario? Let me use the scenario.
Jump out. I just got this one thing to say. There's 2 people. There's two people that sit at the negotiating table. It's not just Marina Granovkaia who's going to be deciding whether or not Rudiger signs his contract. It's Marina Granovkaia and Rudiger's people. If they can't come to terms, it's not based on the fact that Marina's not negotiating correctly. It's the fact that maybe his demands are too high, or maybe he doesn't want to be at the club anymore, or maybe he's waiting to see in January what his actual worth is before he actually goes back to the negotiating table and says, "Listen, this is what I'm worth. If you can't pay me this, I'm walking." Like, it's not as simple as Marina's not able to negotiate these deals. Like, how many deals has she done for Chelsea already?
Yeah, how many deals has she done?
A whole ton of them. Let's not be kidding.
Like what? What real? Don't talk about what happened during the COVID summer. What real meaningful deal has she pulled through in the midst of competition?
N'Golo Kante?
Oh, please.
No, that wasn't real
N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo Kante?
Milan was here. You know that, right?
That was Emanalo.
Emenalo negotiated that deal now?
What? Stop it. He was a scout. He was a scout.
He was a scout.
He was a dude in negotiations.
Emenalo was part of the negotiations that brought Kante to the club.
He was definitely a part of the negotiation, but who signs the who got the contract? Who got the contract? Isn't that what we're talking about right now? Who signs the contracts? And why she's not signing contracts?
Something up for you. I mean,
Fabregas,
what have you got to do?
Diego Costa.
Fabregas, Diego Costa, what's his name? Chilwell. Who else is? How many cells that we sell? How many cells that we got that actually
as a cell?
Okay, then every player you listed, I can list the Deadwoods also, right? A lot of them.
Well, here's the deal.
So listen, I'm not even going to go to. Okay, is Max talking now? Okay,
I was talking. I'm going to go back to...
Now it's Boogie. I'll come back to you.
I haven't said... Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it this way simple. We're talking about Rudiger and Christensen mess. Rudiger, someone say maybe Rudiger didn't want to come to the negotiate table. Maybe Rudiger didn't
I said that.
Yeah, but the thing is, we heard Rudiger. He said, I want to stay at Chelsea.
But at what price, though? But at what price? At any cost? So does he want to stay for $1, a pound?
Hold on, Couch. The person in the centre gets the time to express himself. Boogie, what Couch said is a fair comment, by the way. Because there are two parties involved in this. However, the party who decides the outcome is a party who has the power in this deal. And right now, it's Marina, because she's the one that decides the future for Rudiger, whether he stays or whether he goes.
That's not true.
That's not true. That's wrong.
No,
that's
not true.
That's wrong.
True.
That's wrong.
That's
Can I go back to...
all the leverage.
How is that not true, Max?
Can I talk?
Max,
Can I talk? Okay, let me give you...
How is it not true?
Let me carry on your scenario, what you made about the chef thing, yeah? So they're not happy with the chef. Yeah, and the chef still says, "I don't give a toss. I still cook the way I want to cook." Okay, so what do? Then they go and complain to the owner. Okay, they complain to the owner. The owner then makes the decision. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No,
I would leave.
Yeah,
I would leave and never come back to that restaurant.
Yeah, no, but if there's a big issue, then you'll complain to the hirers. People
I'll also go in the kitchen and give him a piece of my mind before I go.
What happens when you don't get what you want from sort of the managers, the senior managers? What you do, you go to head office, and I know that because I used to work in the complaints thing for head office. And once it goes to the head office, that's when the top people get involved in it. Okay, if Roman sees Rudiger as a prime asset to the club, he's not going to sit back and say to let Marina just not put his contract. He's going to intervene. The buck stops with the owner of the club. He's got autonomy. He's the main man. Okay.
Perfect.
So to us,
why were we reading reports the other day that Roman Abramovich is unhappy with the state of the negotiations with Rudiger? Why did we hear that then? Explain that.
Well, if he is, then he'll step in and do something about it. If it's what are we talking about here? If he's unhappy, it's about negotiating. If he wants him, he'll say, "Look, how much do you want, Rome? How much do you want, Rudiger?" He says, "Okay, boss, I want 350,000 a week." He said, "Okay, I'll sign it off. Done." And that's as simple as it is. That's the way football works. He gets the final sign-off.
Then he wouldn't be unhappy, Max. Then he wouldn't be unhappy at the state of negotiations.
Yeah, but if he can step in. So what you're saying that he can't step on Marina's toes? It's his club. He owns the club. He can do what he wants.
He
doesn't have to go through a committee or board to sort anything out. He can make the final decision, and that's the final.
Max is 100% right. Max
is not 100% right.
Of course, I'm 100% right. So so Boogie, you got a business, right? And you're not. So you got people working under you, and you want something done, right? It's your business, right? And then something's happening, so you just let the person who's running it just carry on, and you don't have the outcome that you want, or would you step in? What would you do? What would you do with your business? No, I'm asking you a question. It's just right. Go on. Yeah, in 5 words, please.
Okay, good. So
now you can have 7.
No problem.
7 words.
This is how it goes. Marina is convinced that Chelsea need Rudiger. So Marina get all the data. If we keep Rudiger, This is how we bring him to the team. This is how Rudiger is getting. This is how Chelsea fans are satisfied. This is how Roman look at the whole situation is like, listen, I don't want to pay that much money, but Marina, because you were convinced about this whole situation, then we take the risk. Marina's job is to convince Abramovic. It's not
Abramovic has got eyes. Abramovic has got eyes. He's a Chelsea supporter. Abramovic has got eyes. He's a Chelsea supporter.
Can I please this phase? Like, the reason why I'm telling you this is when I want to buy anything for my lab, when I go, my boss keeps saying, can we find something cheaper than that? That's the first question he always asks. Can we find something cheaper than that? I said, no, if we use this, is as expensive as it is, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. And even if we go in the future that we're talking about this project, we can still use this for it. So you just have to sell it, keep selling it, keep selling it. Until your boss notice that, listen, I'm not losing money here, but what you say, the fan satisfaction, you say also, with Rudiger, we will have a stable defense, and Tuchel will have time to just solve the striker position problem, not always trying to fix the defensive position, and we'll keep Chelsea at the top level. And then you do it like, okay, so how much am I pay difference? Okay, it's going to cost you 20 million pound in difference. 20 million, and then your boss look at his budget.
You know what?
Yeah, but listen, Rudiger's not stupid. Listen, Abramovic isn't stupid. Abramovic has got eyes. Okay.
This is
a bunch of. I've been listening and listening. I've been listening and listening.
Let me hear Bobby. Go on, Bobby.
There is one reality that lies before us, and that is, come January, we'll know more, and come the end of the season, whatever decision needs to be that concludes this will be made. Now, it can go one of two ways. Obviously, either they sign and we have a stable defensive back line, or they don't, and then your negotiator has really got some negotiating to do. It's going to be very interesting both ways. I've put my 5 cents in. I don't believe in all this protecting and all that. I think she should be called out, and it is what it is.
Why not calling out Rudiger? Why not calling out Rudiger?
What do you mean? Why not?
Why are you not calling out Rudiger?
All right, I'll tell you why. The reason we're not calling out Rudiger is because he's the one eating the chicken. All right, and tell me how many restaurant owners. Hold on. How many restaurant owners cook chickens? How many restaurant owners cook the chickens? They don't.
It's not about.
They don't. They hire the cooks to cook the chicken, and if the cook is cooking a bad chicken, they're the ones that
here's the thing.
blame.
You making people believe that you have a best chicken.
Can you repeat the chicken analogy one more time?
No. Listen, Alex. That is the whole point.
No,
we all believe that we cook the best chickens when we don't. And that is the problem. That's the problem.
That is.
Listen, guys. Listen, hold on, Alex.
We're never going to agree on this one.
Exactly. But
100%.
I want to say something before.
Alex, I'll let you. Just give me a second. Listen, the reason why we're talking and we're debating this, Nippin cooks chickens. Maybe we should hire him. Now listen. We need to discuss these things. Whether or not we come to a conclusion, and I knew before we had this discussion that we were not going to come to a conclusion because everyone has a different opinion in regards to this. But it's good to discuss the opinions. It's good to bring it out in public and discuss it and debate it, because I have now seen a different perspective. I've seen Alex's thoughts. I've heard perspective.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
You were cut for a few seconds.
My connection.
You're good now. Sorry.
Yeah. So we as a fan base need to hear the different opinions, and that's why I did this, because my opinion might be different than Alex, but does that mean I'm right and Alex is wrong? No. It means that we have different ways to look at things, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and
the fundamentals. You forget about the fundamentals, and that's why you will cloud in your vision.
Again, I said if I was wrong and you were right. If I didn't say you are right.
No. That I'm not saying.
Alex, I'm joking. Alex, I'm joking.
Alex, go ahead. What are the fundamentals?
No. I'm not. Listen, we've given this.
I didn't even finish the sentence.
Good amount of time. Alex, I'm gonna ask you to finish your sentence, but you have to promise me one thing.
Yeah,
you're not gonna have an open sentence where it's gonna lead us to more discussion. If you have a sentence to close the debate, I'm happy to hear it.
I started the conversation and then it was interrupted, and I never went back.
Yeah, but it's always gonna get interrupted, Alex. That's the beauty.
Here's the fundamentals. It's not about the chicken. It's about the power. It's like playing poker. With every year, look at if anybody played poker. You know what's the four cards on the table, right? With each year on the player's contract, the cards turning. The more cards you open at the end of the 4 contracts, the more power is to the player. Here's how it is. The 2-year contract. 2-year contract, Chelsea has the power. 1-year contract, player has the power. A situation with Mbappe. There's no certain things.
Alex, what you're saying, I agree with 100%.
But I don't understand how you.
Why did we put the power in the player's hands in the first place?
Lampard didn't want him.
I'm not allowed to talk about
Lampard did not want him. You're forgetting that.
I'm not allowed to talk about the Lampard.
Can I say something though? Now that we know, I have to say this. Now that we know that the power is the player hands, we don't have any choice.
Exactly. That's why he's gonna go to Real Madrid.
Because he's important.
No, it's not about that. No.
What is it?
Power is in the player's hand to ask for what he wants. That doesn't mean that Chelsea is gonna bend over for what he wants.
Facts.
I love Couch. I love Couch. It's always coming out facts. Couch, we understand.
I'm here, man. I'm here for the facts only.
I agree with Alex.
Boogeyman, I don't.
Alex, I love you. Alex, I love you. I love you, Alex.
Last year, Boogeyman. Last year, when the Rudiger had the contract extension offered, why he didn't sign?
Close sentence.
Last year, Rudiger. Everybody had the contract extension.
Dude,
why they didn't sign?
It's over.
Why he didn't sign? He's negotiating.
It's over. Boogie, it's over.
No, last season when he got offer on the table, why he didn't sign?
Off the stream? Am I gonna have to remove you from the stream? It says it's over. It's done. It's gone. Finished. Topic is over. People in the chat, thank you all for being here. I am gonna have to, do some negotiating in regards to my panelists. I'm gonna have to, maybe send some panelists on loan and
the chicken
show. The chicken show. No, I'm joking. This is a great debate. Great debate.
Find me Real Madrid, I'll go, man. 400 million a week.
Apparently, Real Madrid are looking
That's
for
how much Alaba
for
makes.
attackers. For attackers, not defenders.
$500,000.
You're my defender.
$500,000.
Guys, brilliant debate. Thank you all. Hey, Alex, come on, man. Enough. It's done. It's finished.
No, I'm saying we're not talking about Rudiger. I'm talking about Real Madrid. They have
I don't care about Real Madrid. I don't care about Real Madrid. As long as thing Carson getting the pin.
Oh, can I change the subject?
No, we're about to end the stream, Boogie. Well, I mean, do you have like a really, quick subject, like 2-minute worth of debate subject? What do you want to talk about?
There's no such a thing with Boogeyman 2-minute debate. There's no such a thing.
Let him talk. Boogie, we want to discuss. Maybe we'll do a stream about it.
It's regarding Billy Gilmore and Conor Gallagher. And I was just talking to someone last time and they said, who will get more playing time next season? So my first answer is Conor Gallagher will get more playing time than Billy. And then the person asking me, so if Billy will be a direct replacement for Jorginho, which we all know he is the closest thing to him. So it seems like for him, Billy will have to play more game than Conor because Conor has a lot of players playing in his position at this point. Then the question is, who do we keep on loan next season between Billy and Conor? And I'm just like, why I didn't think about that way before. So it seemed like before we keep saying that Kono is in front of Billy when it comes to their chance for playing to enter our first team. Then now I'm thinking more about it. I think, in fact, we need a replacement or a pure backup for Jorginho, and Billy is the one. So whatever happened, go ahead. Sorry.
What about Kanté? Kanté's getting injured.
We're not having a discussion.
Anyways, that was the talk I had with a colleague.
It's a very, very good topic. It's a very good topic, and I think it's one we're definitely going to address probably towards the start of next season, or towards the end of this one, because things will become more clearer. But lads, tomorrow we will go live after the match. To analyze the match. I want you all to be positive. I want you all to be positive, regardless of what happens tomorrow on that pitch, because I think, with the lineup that we predicted, we're going to have half the team youngsters, and the other half of the second tier of our first team. So let's be positive. Let's back our players, back our team, and hopefully we'll get a result. And if we don't, then it is what it is. We move on. Thank you to everyone who's joined the stream. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone who came on the panel. Listen, we disagree, we argue, we debate. Sometimes we even get angry and start shouting. Hopefully not a lot, but sometimes we do that. But end of the day, we're all brothers here on the panel and in the chat. We're all supporting the same club. We're all looking out for our club. If anybody here has said anything about Marina, then believe me, we love Marina, we respect Marina. We just want to see her be successful at her job, and we want to see everybody who is associated with Chelsea to do their job the best way possible and to be successful. Because if they're successful, we're successful.
Yeah.
If Marina is successful, my club is successful.
Facts.
And that is all. That is all I want. That is all I want. Okay, so
Marina in.
That's what we want, and that's what we aspire to. So we support our team, we support our owner, our directors, and management and players. But sometimes, if we're not happy about certain things, we're gonna discuss them, bring them up, and have a quick banter. Guys, I hope you guys have a brilliant evening. If you haven't hit that like button, 104 likes. Thank you for the 104 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, before you go, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night and peace out.
Yeah, good night all. Good night.